Knicks family, what's popping with you? Hope you guys had a safe weekend. A lot of snow in a lot of areas this weekend, so I hope you guys were safe. But we're going to get into these mid-season grades for the Knicks. A lot of stuff to talk about. It's definitely going to be interesting, so make sure you join us right now. Let's go. What's poppin', Knicks family? Here we go. Mid-season grades for the New York Knicks. Some people gonna like them, some people not gonna like them. Well, actually, we should all like them because we're gonna make the grades as we go. Finally, Germ Warfare says finally. Hey, you know, sometimes you gotta handle your business, Germ. Sometimes you gotta handle your business. But anyway, as we are going to make the grades. So I got a chat. I got a video chat here. We got Viv. We got Andy. We got Nate. And, you know, we're going to go ahead and grade players. Listen, and we got a scorecard for every single player. All right. We got a scorecard for every player. What else do we have? We have a not too complicated system, but we have a system that we're going to use to score the players. So we're not just going to talk about it and say, okay, this is what they get. This is actually going to be, there's actually a system here. All right. So I need you guys to pay attention as we talk about this system. It's not overly complicated, but it's enough so that we actually, you know, we're not just throwing some things out there to just say something. We're actually going to be basing this system on stuff. All right. So video chat, I need you guys to listen and pay attention so that you know what we're basing this on. I need you guys in the chat to listen and pay attention so that you know what we're basing these grades on. The coaches, the coaching staff, Coach Fizdale will be graded the same way on a similar type of a system. All right. But the players, you know, the players is kind of hefty. So here we go. Here's how we're going to grade the players. All right. It's like this. Hopefully you guys in the video chat are checking it out on the live stream. Player grading. We're going to grade the players on 5 factors, ladies and gentlemen. 5 factors. Offensive rating. Defensive rating. Leadership and character, which is something we're going to discuss leadership and character and then give them a rating. Basketball IQ, health. And then as a bonus, we got the it factor. Does this player have the it factor? That's a bonus. All right. Each one of these factors, except for the it factor, because that's a bonus. The 5 factors: offensive rating, defensive rating, leadership and character, basketball IQ, and health, are each. You can give them up to 20 points per factor. Up to 20 points per factor. It totals 20 points. And then they can get bonus points up to 5 points. Right? So it is possible that a player can get 105 points. All right. We got that. So hopefully everybody understands what I'm saying, understands how this grading system is going to work. And, you know, we're going to get down to the get down. Before we get down to the get down, let's introduce and talk, you know, get a quick introduction from the guys in the video chat. And listen, you know, I didn't pick a panel. This is a fan discussion. These are fan ratings right now. All right, this in the end, this is going to be a fan grade. And let me finish this up before I get to the video chat. Let me continue to go through it. So you're gonna have the players' grades, and then after the players' grades, we're gonna do the coach's grade, right? And the coaching grades are gonna be similar. There's a couple of there's a couple of factors, and we'll talk about those factors when we get to the coaching grades. There's a couple of factors for the coaching grades, and then we'll give them a final grade. And then there's not many factors for the front office grades besides, what transactions they've made. All right. And then we're going to give the front office a grade, and then we're going to take those grades, tally them together, make an average, and that's how we'll get the overall grade. All right. So if there's teachers out there, you guys understand that this is similar to, how a teacher would grade their students, right? So, M8 said this is too much to keep up with. Nah, it's not. You'll get it as we go through it, I promise you. It's not that much. It's not as much as you might think. We'll get it as we go through it. All right. And, I'm looking right now. We don't have all of the usual players in the building, but I'm sure they'll jump in, and try to wave things, push things their way. But for right now, this is who we have. Aunt G just joined us, and we're going to go ahead and get down to the get down and go ahead and introduce these guys. Then we're going to talk. All right. So let's get first. We got Andy. Andy, what's going on, man? Glad to see you back in the chat with us.
Yeah, I'm happy as well. Hi, guys.
All right. So did you understand what I was saying about the player grades and the coaching grades and all that stuff? Did you get it?
Yeah, I understood. Just need a notebook, notepad to calculate myself, and then I'm gonna be ready.
All right. All right. And Nate shook his head no. It's not surprising that he wouldn't understand. Not surprising at all. Prince is in the building. He is here to defend his boy Mudiay. That's what I'm talking about. My man Prince is in the building. He ain't gonna let no Mudiay slander go today. I'm with you. I feel you, Prince. Don't let no Mudiay slander go today. All right? This is too important, right? Too important. It's too important. Nate, what's going on, Nate?
How you doing, Ben?
I'm good. All right. So did you understand? Did you understand everything?
Kind of. I mean, I don't have a screen to read it. So, I mean, could we do maybe like a dry run of something? Just throw a player out there so we can kind of get an idea of what you're saying. I don't know.
I
can pick it up as you go. It's fine.
Yeah, it's not hard. I'm going to read it out. So I'm going to read it out to you.
That's fine.
Don't worry about it. And we'll discuss it. Okay?
Cool.
All right. Viv, what about you, man? Did you get it?
I'm looking forward to this. It's you'll get the analogy, right? Like, you got like a little like mixing board, you're trying to like, mix the levels. This is I feel like I'm gonna go give the grades, and I'm like, man, all the grades are too similar. So I feel like at the end, like, man, I gotta readjust some of these. But no, this will be fun. Yeah, I get the factors. I'm actually typing it on Excel right now.
Okay, cool.
Now I missed two of the categories. I got offense, defense, health. I got the it factor. What are the other two?
We had offensive rating,
leadership,
defensive rating, and hold on, let me pull it back over so I make sure I got it. We got offensive rating, defensive rating, leadership, character, attitude, all of that is all put together. Okay. We got basketball IQ,
got it,
and we got health.
Okay, perfect.
And then the bonus is the it factor.
Yep.
Does the player have the it factor, right? Able to just find a way to make something happen.
All right, this will be fun.
All right, yeah, this should be pretty fun. Ant.
Yo, what's up, son?
What's going on, man? You ready to go?
Man. I think Prince came out of hiding, man.
Yeah, Prince is in the building.
I'm happy to see my guy, man.
Prince is in the building. We said in the last stream, Prince, you need to come in, defend your boy Mudiay. He said, I'm not joining the elitists. I'm not joining, but he's joining the elitists. He came back.
He one of the original elitists. He can't run from it, man. He can't run from it.
Came back. He's back. All right. C-Dog, and basically, well, go ahead. I'll explain this afterwards. C-Dog, it's on you, bro. What's up?
What's good? How you doing?
I'm good. Looking forward to doing this tonight. You know what I'm saying? Should be fun. Should be pretty cool. And then we got Prince. Prince, what's good, man?
Hey, man, it ain't nothing but a Knick party, man. Ain't nothing but a Knick party.
All right. All right. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave everybody live, all right? Because there's gonna be plenty to discuss. And I'm just gonna ask. We try to. I know sometimes it's hard when we're all in different locations, and sometimes there's a little bit of delay between people. But we're gonna try to keep it open so that everybody can, we can talk and we can discuss things together, come up with some final numbers together. All right. Now we got 12 players to go through. You know what I mean? So we can't discuss too long on everybody.
I already know
Baker's out.
forever.
Baker's done.
Okay.
So no, we're not doing Baker. We're not. Who are the other KP guys? We're not doing.
We're not really doing KP. We're not doing KP because he hasn't played, and we're not doing Baker. All right. All right. So let's get started. Let's get started with it. We're gonna start the first player, Tim Hardaway. All right. We're gonna start. We're gonna right off the bat. We're gonna get with Tim Hardaway Jr. All right. So I'm gonna bring it on up here, and hopefully you guys,
Tim's favorite player.
Possible, you guys can, if you can look at the stream, then you'll get a chance to look at the scorecard. All right. So we got Tim Hardaway Jr. I'm gonna read off some ratings to you guys. All right, Tim Hardaway Jr. His offensive rating is 105.3. That's good for 234th in the league.
Damn.
Right?
God damn.
It's only gonna go worse than that.
Well, let me say.
He said he wanted to be an all-star. He said he wanted to be an all-star.
He started out strong the first week.
His points are high.
Well, let me tell you, he averages 19.8 points per game. Mm-hmm. Right? 3.4 rebounds per game, 2.7 assists per game. He's shooting. Tim Hardaway right now is shooting 39.2% from the field. That's where he is right now. He shoots 34.7% from the three-point line. That's where he is right now. That's Tim Hardaway Jr. for you. Right now, those are his stats. He's played 39 games. All right, so he's been fairly well. We'll get to that. All right. So here's how it is. Each one of these factors are worth 10 points. Excuse me. Each one of these factors are worth 20 points. All right. So we can give him up to 20 points. All right. So just so that we know, so we can understand, like I said, his offensive rating is 234th in the league. All right, 234th in the league. But let's also put it in perspective. For the New York Knicks, that is. As soon as that comes up, I'll let you know. For the New York Knicks, his offensive rating for the New York Knicks is actually third on the team. I'm not going to let you know who's number one, but it's third on the team in offensive rating for the New York Knicks. In defensive rating for the Knicks,
that's why the Knicks only got 10 wins.
Damn near last, probably.
He's 14th in defensive rating.
Yeah,
he's last in defensive rating.
All right.
400. There's only 450 guys in the league.
Right. So
that's
okay. So for offensive rating. And I need to take a look. I want to take a look at the chat, see what the chat is saying. What do we give Timmy for offensive rating? Do we give him out of 20 points? What do we give him for offensive rating? Now, he's almost he's like in the middle of the pack in the league in offensive rating. All right.
Yeah.
There is a total of as far as players in the league. I'll give you this number right.
It's like 400 something.
It's like 400.
It's 450.
400.
It's 30 teams and it's 15 dudes on every team.
Well, no. There's a few more players than that. I'm going to give you that number right now. How many players are actually in the league? All right.
You mean how many guys actually played this year?
Yeah. Right. Because so there are 400, like 480 or something like that. They actually played somewhere around there. But anyway, he's 450th in the league. He's at the bottom. That's in defense. All right. But let's look at the offensive side. Okay, let's look at the offensive side.
I give him a C+.
What do you give him? So out of 20 points, what do you give him?
I give him a 12.
10.
I'll give him a 13. I'll give him a 13 or 14, somewhere 13. I'll say.
Hell no. I give him an 8.
That's a 10.
See, dog. If you give him an 8, then there's gonna be people that get 0. I don't know if I want to go that far.
All right. The Knicks only got 10 wins. How many points do you think he's going to get?
The highest rating is gonna be 50.
Well, no, Viv, you gotta think though. You can't grade Tim Hardaway on the curve, man. This is 4th season in the NBA. You can't, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
Knox
that's
or
what
one
I
of
say.
those
That's why I
younger
think
guys
a
is
10
different.
probably makes more sense because he's shooting,
Yeah,
shooting
10.
bad
I can
and he
see a
can't
9 or a 10.
He
Like,
can't defend.
I give him an 8.
This is just for offensive rating.
This is just a straight offensive rating.
I know.
gotta look at
You don't
only
shoot 39% and
39%.
get higher than a 10 rating with me.
Yeah, but I mean,
Poor Frank's gonna get lower than that.
yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I don't know. I would give him,
Because Frank don't shoot as much. At least
well, he doesn't shoot it so well. So I'll give
Hardaway, the volume of for the volume of shots Hardaway's shooting, he should be shooting a better percentage. But he's
if
not.
he shot some closer shots, he can shoot better. He shoot too many threes.
Let me see. I'm looking at the chat. I see a lot of I see some,
He's a chucker.
I'm looking at the video chat right
Ant would
now.
say.
Not the video chat. I'm looking at the YouTube chat. I see 12, 15, 13, 9, 14, 15,
I think 13.
14, 2.
I'm rolling with 8.
I'm gonna be hard on these guys because we suck. 10.
Now, Sim, are we just grading his offensive rating or just like offense overall?
One at a time. What'd you say?
I said, are we just grading his offensive rating or is it offense overall?
Well, right now, I'm trying to just find, a hard number that we can use, right? Mm-hmm. Because you can look at his, and this is for all the players. You can look at the percentage. You're looking at the number. You can look at the number of shots. You can look at all these things, and somewhere in there, you have your own opinion. So I'm trying to find something that's just a hard number. So that's a hard
Probably
number.
12. Probably 12.
Okay, let's
What number would you give a C+? That's what I give him.
Well, I guess what would you give a C+? I mean, I'm looking at that's about the middle of the pack. And so if you're looking at the middle, 20, if it's on a 20-point scale, middle of that is somewhere around 10 to 12. That's what I'm thinking.
He ain't higher than
give him a 9
15. I say 12. I think 12 probably consensus.
Okay. All right, so
give him a 12. That'd be nice.
all right, we'll give him a 12. We're gonna give him a 12. We're gonna go with a 12.
All right. My man got a chalkboard on us. All right.
All right.
Yeah.
PTI, baby.
He went with 11. Okay. All right. So we got it
my
up.
iPad up, yo. I'm just gonna draw.
All right, we got it up. Right now we got Tim Hardaway. We're going with a 12. Okay. Defensive rating is 114.8.
F minus.
Okay, that's 114.8. He's 450th in the league. 450th in the league.
F minus.
5. No higher than a 5.
6.
Oh, we doing the number?
Yeah.
Get a 1.
I mean,
5 would probably be no.
Prince.
5.
Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Right? This is how we're gonna do it. Prince, since you got the chalkboard up, Prince, I'll let you get all the numbers from everyone, and then we can just go ahead. You kind of make a decision from what everyone says, and then we'll go with that number. All right.
He's gonna pick Mudiay
Okay.
with a 10.
Tim, I'm
Okay.
keeping tab of the numbers right now. So.
Okay, cool.
Okay, that's cool.
I got
We can
12 for
average
Tim
it. We
for
can
offense,
average
so
it. Let's
You like that?
average it. Let's average.
All
All
right.
right, I give him a 2.
So
He get a 2.
so Nate gave him a 5.
That's too much.
No, one is really pathetic. He's a little bit pathetic.
Well,
I
I
give him a
must say, if we're going just off defensive rating, 450 out of like 480, that's
Yeah, it's about a 5.
I mean, that's
That ain't no 5. That's a 2.
I think a 5 is too high for that because he's just about last. I mean,
it's
what are the
very
last
close to
one would
last.
be
players we're
480.
talking about?
Very close
I
to
like
last.
3.
And-
I give him a 2.
There's 30 players better in defense than him.
No,
That's why I
because
say
some of the
5.
players is in the G League.
Well, let's
not
put it
counting.
like this. There's actually somebody on the New York Knicks that's worse than Tim Hardaway in defensive rating individually.
I know exactly who he is.
I wonder who it
Okay.
is.
So,
I bet it's Mudiay.
We know
Viv-
who
No, that's probably
Burke.
Knox. Honestly, it's
Or
probably
Burke.
Knox. I ain't even
okay.
lie.
All right, let's go
Probably.
one at a time. Viv, what do you give him?
I'm giving him a 6.
A 6. Okay.
Too high.
Ant, what are you giving him?
3.
3. C-Dog, what are
3
you
to
giving him?
Hardaway.
I give him a 2.
You give him a 2.
Cool, man.
All right, so what's that average out to be? That average is about to be 3 or 4.
Average out to be a 1.5.
I'll say 4. We'll say 4.
Be nice, give him a 4. Let's give him a 4.
Let's give him a 4, Sim.
How you gonna give him a 4 when he's at the bottom?
He's not the last.
I mean,
He is at the last.
Because he is a 4-year pro, man. You got to play better defense than that. You're a 4-year pro. No.
He played better
been in the league
defense
way
than the
longer.
Hawks.
and he gave him a 2.
There you go.
I say 4, Sim. Let's just go
Me
with
and
4.
Let's see what let's see what the YouTube chat's saying. YouTube chat. I'm looking at the YouTube chat. I see 3. I see 4. I see 4. I see 5.
6. Couple
6.
6s. Somebody
Anybody
really
gets him
like
over
2.
a 5, they need to get their brain checked.
Somebody, 3. Okay. All right. Let's go with about a 4. Let's go with about a 4 since we
All right, I got 4.
All right.
That's some easy teaching.
This could be
Huh?
fun, man. Let's just use one hand the whole time.
All right, so we're going with about a 4 for Tim Hardaway on that. All right, we got 4 for Tim Hardaway. Leadership and character. That's the next one. Leadership and character. That could be a tough one.
I'm gonna give him a 10, man. He stepped up his game a little bit on that.
10 out of 20?
Yeah, I
No,
think a 10 is
right.
kinda
That's what I
low
was
for
saying.
Tim.
That's
I
what-
think
Give
10.
him
No,
like
but
a
that-
15 or something. I don't know.
He
How
took
about
the
that
lead on
character-wise,
being the
he hasn't
leading
caused
scorer
any
for the team,
problems.
and he hasn't been a problem like people thought he was. I say 10.
Yeah, but 10 is kind of low. I'll give him a 15. I'm gonna give him
I
better
give
than
him a
that.
14. He can get a 14. His
I don't
leadership
know,
is high.
man. I think
10,
a 10,
man.
Joe. I think a
10 is
10.
perfect.
I ain't seen him step up. I have not seen him step up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but has he
Maybe.
caused any problems though?
But that's something different, though. We talk about being a leader, though. You
but
talk about
he-
being a leader. That's like,
But he leads by himself. He
It's all
he's not a guy to get in your face.
Trying to be a leader, but he sucks. But a 14 is good for him for leadership.
But guys, we gotta like it's
I
not just
think
leader,
10.
character too. Character,
I think
character
15 is
is not
high.
just
I say
leadership.
10.
Yeah, so we're here. It's leadership, character, attitude, all of that kind of mixed in.
I mean, he hasn't done nothing wrong. He just can't play.
Yeah, he hasn't
He
been
hasn't really
demoted
done
either,
anything
so
wrong.
we don't know how he would react if he did.
All right, so
That's
let's
true.
see. Nate,
what's that, 12? What's that, a 12?
Viv, what do you have?
I gave him a 16.
16.
Damn.
Wow.
Okay, so we're gonna have to add these up. Nate, what did you give
You're
him?
a nice guy.
What you
I
give him?
gave him a 10.
You gave him a
I gave him
10.
10.
Nate gave him a 10. Viv, what did you give him? A 16?
Yeah, I gave him a 16.
Ant, what did you give him?
Give my boy 15.
15. C-Dog, what you give him?
A 14.
A 14. Prince, what
I think
did you
15
give him?
consensus.
10. I gave him 10, Sam.
You gave him a 10. Andy, you gave him a 15.
I think 15. That's the
And
consensus.
by about 6 people. That's like 13.3. So that's about 13 that gave him a 13.
Give him a 14 then. Give him a 14 then, Sam. Give him a 14.
Give him a 15,
Give him a
man.
14.
All right, I
sucks
think
so
we
bad
can
at
go
defense.
14.
Give
Let
him
me
a
see what the YouTube chat. Let me see what
The
this
YouTube chat be killing him. They give him like 8s. Oh.
God, dude.
Yeah, I see.
They really don't like him.
Yeah, they killing him. Jeez.
Somebody said a
But
1.
they don't like his game. He's
Yeah.
all
I
right.
like his game, but
Wow.
I
I
don't
like
mean his
him.
character sucks.
He's been a good teammate this year. Though. I gotta give him that.
Yes.
Character. I ain't got
All
no
right.
problem.
Not,
I think-
not when
I
you
like to see how he
don't,
reacts
not when
when
you
he
don't
gets
give Knox the ball on fast
I-
breaks. That's not a good teammate.
I think we'll go ahead and
That's not a good teammate.
We're 2-on-1, man. You got to pass it.
That's more an
He's got a good
IQ.
IQ.
though.
okay.
Hey, when he was with the Knicks the first time, his passing sucked, and it hasn't improved since.
Yeah. All right.
That's a team leader.
Probably never
You
will.
gotta be a leader.
That was a 22-year-old Timmy.
Hey, at least
guys.
he's consistent in his bad moves.
He's not a point guard. He said he get paid to shoot. And that's what he do.
Man.
All right.
Well, that's why you got a 10.
Hey fellas, let's try not to too much talk over each other so everybody can understand what we say. And I'll come around and get it from you. All right. Next is basketball IQ. Basketball IQ is the next one. And here goes. Everybody start cracking up right there.
He about to repeat 3, yo.
All right, so Nate, basketball IQ, what do you give him?
5, man. That's being
Give him
generous.
a 5. Viv, what are you giving him?
Come on, Nate, give him a 5. No, let's not be cruel.
That was Nate.
Hey,
I'll give him an 8. I'm not gonna give him a 5.
Give him 8.
too much, bro. Too much.
Yeah.
His bad
This
shots,
is out
man,
of 20,
bothering me,
guys.
though.
This is out of
Too
20.
much.
And what do you give him for basketball IQ?
I'm gonna give him an 8 off the fact, he's drawing a lot of charges this year, and that takes some court awareness and some IQ. So
He's the only one that draws
okay.
charges.
Right, I'll give him an 8.
Okay. C Dog, what do you give him?
Give him a 6.
6. Whew.
Yeah.
Prince?
I hate to say it, man. Hardaway 3. 3 to
Oh,
Hardaway, man.
wow. He gave him a 3.
Oh, man.
Hey, if you don't give my boy Knox the ball on the fast break, bro, you get the
Or
ball.
just on
Man.
a 2-on-1, man. Pass the ball.
Man.
3.
Man. Okay.
4 years in the league. Come on, man. You gotta have better IQ than that. I know I'm being hard. I know I am. I'll hook him up later on, but that hurts.
All right, let's go on. It looks like
He's been in
Andy.
the league like 7 years.
Yeah, Andy's giving him a 6. Andy's giving him a 6. So we got Andy with a 6. And let me see. We're gonna throw a. I'm gonna get this call. I'm gonna see what this caller wants to throw in there. Caller, you're on live with Nothing But Knicks. What's popping,
Probably
man?
Isaiah.
I like Andy's grade system. He understands.
1 second, guys. 1 second. Give us your grade basketball IQ for Tim Hardaway Jr.
Viv, you too soft, man. You got to damn pumping up your standard.
We still live, yo.
I'm completely on live. What's up, fellas? Steve.
What's going on, man?
Don't be afraid of Hardaway. He ain't going to give him the rating he
Listen,
deserves.
I'm kind of lost where you're at because I was on hold the whole time. But
Yeah, so right now we talk about Tim Hardaway Jr.'s basketball IQ. His basketball IQ. Out of 20, what do you give it?
I'm gonna give it a 10. A lot of this, we really got to put some of this on Fizdale and all the faith that he really has in Tim Hardaway. This is not really Tim Hardaway's fault. You know what I mean? As much as I'd love to trade him and get him out of town, we got to understand that we really put Tim Hardaway in a situation where he really couldn't succeed. We tried to see if he was the number one guy, and he's not the number one guy. And we forgot that we developing him as well. We developing him to try to be a number one guy, and he's not going to be that. So what we really found out this year with him is that he's not a go-to guy. So he never came here to be a go-to guy. What he came here to be is a little spot-up shooter, maybe a 2-option, a 3-option. But what we found out with Tim Hardaway Jr. is that he's not the number one guy.
I gotta do it the other way.
Right.
And Fizdale got to know that.
Okay.
Fizdale. I think what Fizdale's going to do now, what we all hope he's going to do, is we hope he's going to play through Knox and really let Tim Hardaway take a backseat to that if they don't get rid of him.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see what happens, man. I got your grade down. You said a 7, which bumped up. It bumped up Tim Hardaway's. It bumped up his score. All right. So his score was around a 6. He gave him a 7. So with the 7, that gave Tim Hardaway. I'm sorry. He gave him a 10. That gave Tim Hardaway rounded up to a 7 for basketball IQ.
Sir.
Rounded up to a 7 for basketball IQ.
I can live with it.
Rounded up to a 7. Now, all right. Now let's be health. Health is the next one.
Come on, let's be nice to Tim.
He's played 39 games. All right, let's give him that. He's played 39 games. All right. So what do you give him for that? I don't know if you can give him a 20 because he hasn't played all the
15.
games.
Yeah, but that's because they were trying to hold him out on purpose. He would have played all the games if they let him.
15.
15? He's played more than 75% of the games.
telling you, man. I'm
I mean, how many
15
games
out
have
of
we
20,
played?
75%.
We've played.
good. Yeah, that's pretty good.
We've played 42 games, right? We've played 42 games. He's played 39.
That's ridiculous, Nate.
All right, 18.
Right?
That's damn near 20.
I mean, he's played 93% of the games. So, I mean, you got to give him at least, come on.
19.
All right,
18.
Be nice to 20. Just give him full.
I'm a tough grader, man, especially at Hardaway.
Okay, you know what? And given the fact that it's the NBA, you're gonna get little nips and bruises. I think I agree with Viv. We give him 20 points on that. I think I agree with Viv there.
Yeah, his defense is so bad. Just give him a 20.
You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, you know, it's the NBA.
One ain't got nothing to do with the other.
Yeah.
You know, you're not gonna play all. Most people are not gonna play all the games. You know.
Yeah, he should get like an 18, 19. You only get a 20 if you play them all.
Okay.
Yeah, but we're having it
let's
out,
do
though.
19. Let's do 19. I agree.
You get a 19.
I agree with
19.
C-Dog. I mean, yeah, you should only get a 20 if you play them all. 19 though.
18.
I give him a
18. 18.
Give him a 19. The only reason
He got 19 on that.
I don't like odd numbers.
We give him a 19. We give him a 19. He's got 19 points for his health. All right.
Yeah, we got to fight for every point for 10.
Yeah, defensive rating.
That's
so
what I'm
low.
saying, man.
God,
You got zeros coming up. I'm telling you.
Now,
You should have did defensive
bonus.
ratings last. They would have got real accurate scores.
all right. Now the bonus points. The it factor. Does he have the it factor?
No.
No, not at all.
hell no.
Saying
That's
not
a
at
hard
all.
question.
No.
He got a good bid. That's about it.
And even then, that's like a
He's got the
questionable
shimmy.
bid.
That's about it.
Nah,
The bid game and the shimmy. He got two things going for him.
But then see, what we got to realize is that means that everybody on the team is going to get a 0 because nobody has the it factor.
Exactly.
I think Timmy
exactly.
has some
Don't think
a
so?
little bit. From 0 to 5, he's got. I think there's some in there because he's the guy.
Dang, Sim, you're being nice to Hardaway.
I mean, I'm just trying to be honest. He's the guy I feel he's not going to be afraid to miss the big shot.
yeah,
Right? He's going to take the big shot. And if anyone is going to exude confidence on our team, he's the guy that does exude confidence. Whether or not his confidence is whether or not it's warranted, he's the one that's going to give us just at least a little bit of cockiness on the team.
Yeah.
I give him a 10.
Right?
He's probably one of 3 players on the team that the other team looks at and says, he can give us some trouble. Like, he can make this
Right.
night rough on us.
Right.
Think about it. Who else on the team really?
I mean, I
I give him an 8.
I think. Well, this is out of 5. This is only 5 points.
Oh, out of 5.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
out of bonus
Well, Sim,
points.
what do you
Bonus
define
points.
it factor? Can you define what that
One
it
max.
factor means?
One max.
2.5.
I give him a 2.5.
Like you talking about like a dog?
I'm really going with
Is that
half
what you're
points,
talking
so
about?
either 2 or 3. I mean, 2 and 3. What's up?
2.
C-Dog says 2. You got
Sim, I need to know what the sit factor. How you define this? Are you talking about like a dog mentality? Like he's gonna go out there and
I mean,
possibly take over a game?
he has that confidence. He has some swagger to him. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
he's been in the league longer than everybody else on the team.
Yeah.
Except for Ray.
That's why I say. That's why I say give him a 5. Like
Okay, so
I give him a
Nate
3.
had,
Out of
so
5.
Nate,
No, it's only out of 5.
he's
though.
savvy. Tim is savvy. He knows how to get a call. He knows how to work the refs.
5.
So
All right.
you know what I'm saying? Like I would have to give him a 5 on the it factor because he is a seasoned veteran. He's a seasoned veteran. I give him that.
all right, so let me go around. Nate is giving him a 3. Viv looks like he's giving him a 1. Ant, what you giving him?
I'm going to give him a 4 because he needed.
Ant giving him a 4. C-Dog, what you giving him?
A 3.
A 3. Prince is giving him a 5. And Andy, what you giving him? 11.
A 2.
Oh,
a 2. No, a 2.
A 2.
I went 1,
Okay.
but I add the 1.
All right.
If he
Divided
took more big
by
shots, I would give him a 5.
6 people. That's a 3.
All right, that's 59 total.
That's fair.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
It's about
That's
All right.
59.
Yo, he got an F on the
So-
year.
Hey, D for diploma.
Golly. I don't know if he deserved the F, man.
You're gonna
Hey,
have to.
he got rounded off to a D.
So
You would give him a D
total
minus?
score.
If Hardaway was great,
So what you say, Viv? His total score was what?
59.
59. Jeez.
Hey, that might be our best player.
I said we're gonna have to go to the mixing board after this and just readjust some of these levels because
It's only gonna get uglier.
it's only gonna get ugly.
He might be our best player.
Send it for the mixing and mastering. Come on.
Jeez, 59. So looking at Tim Hardaway's total scores of 59
10
on the
wins.
season. So what grade are we gonna give him? Do you want to bump him up to a 60? Give him a D minus?
Yeah, give him a D. Give him a D.
Could he do some extra credit?
D for dog.
Some
it.
extra credit?
I know it ain't deep for defense. I know that much.
Give him the 20 for health. Come on, let's just do that.
So we're giving him. So we're giving him a D.
No, give him a
minus.
D because he hasn't done the shimmy yet this year.
He doesn't deserve the shimmy up, Nate. You gotta
Exactly,
earn
that's what I'm
it.
saying. So we haven't seen it, so he gets a D.
I mean, gee.
You know what killed him is his defensive rating. That's what killed it.
Well, that's his problem. He can't play defense.
Yeah, his defensive rating really killed it. Really,
And his IQ's dumb.
really took it out. All right, so his final grade D minus.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Hey, that passes
That's right.
in some places.
Yeah, it passes some places. All right. Okay.
All right, we done with Tim.
Next in line, I have Trey Burke. You
might
guys
have
want to go to
picked
Trey
out
Burke, or
two.
you want to jump to somebody else?
So we gonna ruffle some feathers with
Keep
this
going.
one.
Trey Burke's fine.
Nah, keep it hard. Go with Trey.
Whoa.
All right, so we're going to go to Trey Burke. Trey Burke's offensive rating. His offensive rating is 105.1, 249th in the league. His defensive rating is 110.2. That's 386th in the league.
That's shocking.
All right, so
That's not shocking.
it's a little bit better than Hardaway's, right? A little better than Hardaway. All
And
right.
Hardaway is 6'6". Hardaway has some excuse.
So now, for his offensive rating, what do you give him? This is out of 20 points.
We gotta keep that same energy, man.
Let me see. I'm gonna start with Nate, and I'm gonna come around. Nate, what do you give him?
Offensive rating.
Yeah,
Man,
it's 386th in the league. His offensive rating is 105.1.
I'll give him an 8.
8. All right.
No. You said 105.1,
Offensive rating is 105.1.
and Hardaway was 105.3, and he got a 12.
Hardaway is 105.3.
I'll look at a shot
Y'all
profile.
gave him a 12.
Actually,
So this dude gets an 11.
Well,
He's
I
right
gave
underneath.
Hardaway a 10 the last time, so I'll give him an 8.
No, we gave him a 12.
Oh, I'm talking about me. Yeah.
Yeah, we gave him a 12. So that means Burke get an 11. He's right underneath.
well, let's go around.
I give him a 9.
Let's go around. We'll go around. We'll get from everybody, and we'll average it out. What's that, Viv? 9?
I got a 9. Yeah.
9? Ant, what you giving him?
I'm giving him a 10.
Giving him a 10. C-Dog, what you giving him?
11.
11. Prince, what you get? A 15? Prince is giving him 15. Prince is giving him a 15. Hey, he's
Prince
giving him
not keeping that
15.
same energy.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's going to get Mudiay.
Andy's giving him an 11.
He gonna get Mudiay at 25.
What you giving him, Mark?
No, he ain't. Because once he put up the numbers, you got to go by the numbers.
What you giving him, Mark? Mark can't hear me.
Never.
Hey, Mark, out of 20 points, what are you giving Trey Burke?
Out of 20 points?
You got it. You got to turn that down in the back.
8.
You giving him an 8.
All right, let Prince speak. Why give Burke a 15?
Yep.
Real quick, I ain't even gonna make it real long, Tim. But the reason why I give him a 15 is because with Trey Burke, with his limited minutes that he's played this season, and the fact that he hasn't been the Trey Burke of last year, who just came out and just jacking up shots, he's actually trying to be a point guard and trying to play in the system. So I had to give him 15 because again, if he was that microwave Trey from last year, he would be trying to cook up the joint. And I respect his game this season. So that's why I said I give him 15. with those limited minutes that he gets in the games that he's played, I give him respect. That's what I say.
Yeah, I hate Tim Hardaway, huh?
Okay, so right now, his average score out of everybody, his average score is a 10.
Simeon, what's the shooting percentage? Just to let them know.
Trey Burke's shooting percentage. Let's bring that up. Let's bring that up over here.
It's 40%.
It ain't no 40%. He's shooting a good 45%.
Trey Burke.
No, dog, 40%.
He ain't shooting 40%.
Okay, so hold on.
About 45, 46%.
See, dog, I'm looking. I got this. I got the numbers up right now.
He's shooting 40.3% from the field, 34.2% from three. Wow. Averages 11 points per game, 2 rebounds, 2.8 assists.
You gave him a 15?
I gave him an 11. He's right underneath Tim Hardaway.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And he's playing less minutes. He's playing way less minutes than Hardaway.
So it should be higher.
And the video chat, the YouTube chat is right about. They're right on us. They're about with us with the same scores. All right.
I think 10 is cool. 10 is cool.
Correct defense. Thank you for the super chat. Correct defense gave you said Prince. He agrees with you. He gave a 15. All right, defensive rating. His defensive rating is 110.2. All right,
higher than Tim Hardaway.
And so look, this is what I'm gonna do because we got a lot of people to go through, right? So I'm just gonna come around and get your score so we can get it up there because we got a lot of guys to go through. Defensive rating is 110.2. That's higher than Tim Hardaway's, right? Tim Hardaway had a score of 4 for his defensive rating. All right. Trey Burke is ranked.
Yeah, y'all trying to abuse Hardaway tonight. Trey Burke is ranked
386th in the league.
Yo,
386.
Did we get to Mudiay?
Hold up, slow down. We gonna get there. Nate,
I'm gonna give him a 10.
Nate, you give him a 10.
That's okay.
Viv, what do you give him?
3.
Damn, Viv.
Impossible.
Okay. And what do you give him?
I'm gonna give him a little curve because of his size. I'm gonna give him a 7.
7. All right. C-Dog, what you give him?
7.
7. Prince, what are you giving him? 13.
13.
What?
Woo.
Bro, he's playing limited minutes. He was one of our best. He was one of our best defensive guards last year.
You hate Tim Hardaway, bro.
Whoa. All right, cool.
Andy is giving him a 6. Hold on.
We don't hate Tim Hardaway. The numbers.
You better give Ntilikina an 18.
No, he ain't getting an 18 though.
No, he ain't. Hell no, he ain't.
Mark, what's your rating?
Hell no.
All right. Hold on. One second, guys. 1 second. Keep it cool. Mark, what do you give?
Sorry.
Yo, I'm giving boy a 5.5.
Man, you gotta give me a whole number, man. We're not doing all this fractional stuff.
5.5.
All right, divided by 7 people, he got a 7.4. So we'll give him a 7.
Yo, somebody said they tried.
Right. We'll give him a 7. All right.
Prince, what's good with you, man?
All right. That troll juice.
Next
you have to defend himself all night.
Next is leadership and character for Trey Burke. Leadership and character for Trey Burke. A little discussion about it. In my opinion, I think that, he's been in and out the lineup, kind of jerked around, in my opinion, all season long.
15.
You know what I'm saying? And he hasn't
peaked at all.
He hasn't peaked at all. And he continues to come to work. From what we hear, from what we read, he continues to come to work. He brings guys to practice. Exactly. All those things. I think we got to give it up to him on this one.
He's been a professional. 15.
Definitely.
All right. All right. So let's go around and see what we get. Nate, you say 15? Got 18 from Viv.
Yep.
Aunt G.
I gave Timmy a 15, so I gotta go a little higher. I'll give him an 18.
18.
Give him 18.
C-Dog, what do you give him?
17.
17. Prince is giving him a 20.
Like you said, Sim, he been jerked around, bro.
Yeah,
Everybody on the team, he's been the guy who bit the bullet the most. He bit the bullet the most this season.
All right,
so,
cool. I
you know what I'm saying? I give him what I give him.
I respect that.
I actually agree with that one.
After this, can we do what Trey Burke's grade would be if we only counted Prince's scores? I'm curious to see.
Keep trolling, Angie. Keep trolling, Angie. Keep trolling. Keep trolling.
Okay, hold on. Stay cool. We gotta get through this. Andy, what you giving him a 15?
Yeah.
And Mark, what do you give him?
I'll give him a 16.
16? All right.
Yeah.
And we got 7 people, divided by 7. Average score 17. All right. We got our first.
That 20 gave him a boost.
We got our first person with
Prince
a
should be a
score.
teacher, man. He be getting everybody curve.
Oh, I do. I got a degree in education, bro. My pedagogy is 100.
Okay, so there we go. Trey Burke, 17 for leadership. Basketball IQ.
10.
I think we jerked Tim around with this one, in my opinion. I think Tim should be a little higher, but
Why?
Locker room guy.
Well, we're not even on Tim. So let's go ahead. Let's finish up with.
I don't think Burke's a dumb player. That's why.
All right, so now we got a bigger chat. We got a bigger video chat. And I don't know if any of you guys are keeping track of the YouTube chat. What I want to do now is, just kind of look at the numbers and kind of give me a roundabout figure, a collective score of what's going on or what they say in the YouTube chat, so we can get their input. We can make sure we're getting their scores in there too. So far, they've been right around the same. All right. So basketball IQ, Nate, what do you give them?
I'm gonna give it 12.
12. Viv, 15.
I give him 15. Yeah.
All right. Aunt G.
I give him a 14.
14. C-Dog, what do you give him?
16.
16. Prince gives him a 14. Andy gives him a 15. Mark, what do you give him, Mark?
13.
13. James, what are you giving him, James? What are you giving Trey Burke for basketball IQ out of 20?
Out of 20?
Yeah.
Wow. I'll give him a 13.
13?
Yeah.
Okay. Isaiah, what are you giving him?
His IQ?
Yeah, out of 20.
13.
13? All right. Let's see what that score is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 people. And somebody is somebody monitoring the video, the YouTube chat. What are they giving them?
They got around 13 or 14, I think.
Okay, we'll give them 14. All right. So that's divided by 10 altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We missed.
Bless you, Isaiah.
All right.
Thank you. Somebody said it. Yo, Ant.
All right. So he's got an average of 14.
What's good with your mans?
Right. He's got an average of 14 for basketball IQ. That's not horrible, I guess. Right.
No.
And I think I would agree. He's not a stupid player. I think he understands and he knows the game. He could be sometimes maybe he's not stupid, but maybe he's kind of.
It's really hard to grade him because he hasn't played a lot of minutes this year.
That's true.
I mean,
That's true.
To be fair, though, if you give Burke a 14, I think Tim's IQ got to go up higher, in my opinion.
Hey, Viv, leave Tim alone, bro. We closed that. It's over. It's over.
Curve. I got to do the curve. I'm telling you.
All right. Health-wise.
Leave him alone.
I'm not.
What is health-wise? Trey Burke, as far as his health, Trey Burke has played 29 games out of 40. What did we play? 42, 43 games. Trey Burke has played 29.
Yeah, but he missed only one stretch due to injury. So the rest were DNPs.
Okay. So right. He missed how many games? How many games did he miss due to injury?
He missed about 3 weeks due to injury.
3 weeks due to injury.
Yo, Sean.
Yeah.
Your internet, your data on?
All right. So what do we want to give him?
Your data on because I got a work blue.
You know.
I give him a 17.
All right. So
15.
all right, we're gonna go around. Nate, what are you giving him?
15.
Nate's giving him a 15. Viv is giving him a 15. Ant, what are you giving him?
He hasn't played that much, and he still has that many missed games. I'll give him a 13. Give him a 13.
Okay. C-Dog?
17.
Prince giving him a 17. Andy's giving him a 17. James, what are you giving him?
He hasn't played that much. You're giving him 12.
Giving him a 12 for health.
Yeah. Okay. You talking about Trey Burke, right?
Trey Burke, yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't hurt. The coach just ain't playing.
He's looked like
I don't really. That's what I didn't really
Hold on.
remember him being hurt.
Wait a second. To put it into perspective, he missed 6 games due to injury. So that spanned about 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks.
I mean, like 6 out of 28 games.
Okay.
6 games is only 2 weeks.
That's like a fourth.
It is 2 weeks, yeah.
How many games he missed in total?
He missed 6 games.
Including DNPs? Including his DNPs?
So he had 8 DNPs.
DNPs
so
don't
14
count.
games total.
The DNPs
yeah, we don't count.
That don't count as health.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't bash him for 6 games. You can't bash him for 6 games.
15.
You got 15.
Right.
You can't beat him up for 15.
Wait a second.
Can't do that.
All right.
Sorry.
Isaiah?
Yeah, for health, I'll give him a 16.
16. And then Mark, what do you give him?
My God.
Hold on.
I think it'll be
Mark, what do you give him, Mark?
13.
13. And what's the YouTube chat looking like right now?
15.
15 on average.
Nah,
About
don't trust
15 on
Prince, don't
average.
trust Prince.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that gives 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So his average is like 15. All right. So Trey Burke, his health average is 15. And bonus factor, the it factor. Does he have the it factor?
Nope.
Yes, he do.
Not this season. For some reason, not
He
this
had
season.
one game winning
I don't
shot
know
or
why.
one game winning shot.
They only got 10 wins. How many winning shots you think there was out there?
Hey man, he had that one shot.
Well, he doesn't hit 3, so it's
Orlando
a
where he did
0
that.
for me.
And he got the it factor.
So the it factor is out of 5. That's a bonus. The it factor is out of 5. Nate, what do you give him?
I'll give him a 3.
3. Viv?
None.
0. Ant?
Thank you, Viv.
I'll give him a 1.
1. C-Dog?
4.
4.
Oh my God, y'all crazy.
Prince, what do you give him? 2.
I give him a
said
deuce.
2.
Give him a deuce.
Andy gives him a 2. James, what you give him?
I'll give him a 2.
A what?
A 2.
A 2. Isaiah, what you giving him?
0.
0. Mark, what you giving him?
Straight donut.
A 0. What's the chat giving him right now?
What is factor?
The average. That average is 2.
I know every play don't
By the
got an
average of
X factor.
2?
I know that, right?
No, like a 3. I say a 3. I've been seeing some 5s, a lot of 3s.
All right, we'll give him a 3
Kill
tonight.
little Prince.
All right.
Let's give him a 3. On there.
Okay, so his average is like a 1.7. We'll round it up to 2. We'll give him a 2.
That works.
All right, we'll give him a 2.
So Burke has 64 points.
So Burke has 64.
Better grade than Tim Hardaway.
Tim gotta get harder than that.
There you go.
And he been
There you
played,
go.
or he didn't play no minutes. He ain't got no minutes.
That's right.
He did.
And when he played, How many points he averaging?
And his total score, his final score is what was that? 64?
Yeah, 64.
Hey, Sim, Esco's so mad. Hey, Esco is so mad at us. Esco is so mad.
Why?
But did he apologize though?
You know he'd be commenting on that.
Hey, I seen him in the chat. He said, y'all some fools.
So his final grade is a D, right?
Trey,
Just above Tim Hardaway. Final grade is a D.
The Michigan backcourt.
64 is a C.
Yo,
64 is a
everybody on the
C.
team deserve a D.
What school you went to, C-Dog?
No, 192 is an A.
Hold up.
For a C.
I want to go to that school. Shoot.
Yo, hold up.
That's old school.
Oh man.
65 don't pass no more.
Yeah, that joint is a D, man. As far as I know.
Hey, D's for diploma.
65 is a D.
Hey, yo,
All right.
that's a comment of the night.
What did Hardaway get?
60.
Yo, he said,
All right.
Hey, we should be playing a drinking game. Every time a Knicks player get a D, you gotta take a shot.
No, we gonna be tore up.
You out there?
It's not Friday, man.
All right, let's go on. Next is Noah Vonleh.
All right, this is better.
Oh, this gonna be a good one.
That's an
All right. Noah
Yo,
Vonleh.
stop! He ain't no A.
I don't know if he's an A, but
Come on, man.
He gonna get a B. He gonna get a B.
Who said A? I said C+.
okay. All right,
I
ready?
don't know who said
Well,
that.
let's look at the numbers. Let's look at the numbers.
Mark, don't do it, Mark. Don't do
Listen
it.
up.
Don't start.
Hey, let's look at the
let's
numbers. Let's look at the numbers. His offensive rating is 105.9.
That's good.
All right, that's good for 220th in the league.
Oh, yeah, he's good.
Right now, his defensive rating. This is individual defensive rating, but you know, his defensive rating is 111.7.
No way.
That's good for 422nd in the league. Really, I got these stats straight from NBA.com.
Pick and roll defense. That's what it is, probably.
All right, straight from NBA.com. All right, these are the numbers. These are the
What was his
numbers.
defense?
All right,
111.
111.7. That's his defensive rating. That's good for 420.
Damn, I thought it'd be better than that.
422nd in the league.
He does go to the
Oh,
best
that's
players.
horrible.
He goes to the best players, though.
Now is that because the team overall defense is so terrible that it drags his down?
I don't know. I don't know because I mean we can say yes.
Individual defense.
We can say yes.
This is a man-on-man league.
You can say yes, but like Lance Thomas has a significantly better defensive rating.
Or they go by
than some of these
individual,
guys,
like
right?
when they guard the players.
I know a lot of them. I'm sure.
Vonleh's a good one-on-one defender. I don't know
Hold up.
He's usually overmatched, though.
Hold on.
Yo, let him talk.
I'm sure some of them have, and somebody has been playing in the background. It's coming back through. It's echoing. I'm sure some of them. A lot has to do with what I want to say. The team's bad defense and the way that the team is offensively. A lot of that has to do with it, of course. Because if you're playing with a group of bad defenders, then your defensive rating is going to go down. If you're playing with a group of bad offensive players, then your offensive rating is going to go down or up too. You know what I mean? But this is all we have to base it on.
Right.
This is all we have to base it on because we can't say what they would be doing with other teams or not. This is all we have to base it on. All right. So what we know right now with Noah Vonleh is that's his defensive rating individually. 111.7. His offensive rating is 105.9. And if we want to put that into perspective a little bit, in comparison to the team, right? Let's look at that in comparison to the team.
It's probably like top 5.
Right? His defensive rating in comparison to the team is, he is 11th on the team in defensive rating. Offensive rating, he's number 1
Dang.
in offensive rating on our team.
That makes sense.
Wow.
He's number 1.
He's a smart scorer.
Yep, 105.9. That's number 1.
High
All right.
percentage score.
Okay, so we can take that. We can take that into consideration, of course. So based on that information, where do you rank Noah Vonleh offensively? I'm coming around to you, Nate. What do you?
I'm gonna say 15.
15. I see Viv is giving him 15. Ant, what do you give him?
I'm gonna give my man a 17. He make our offense run.
Okay. C-Dog, what do you give him?
16.
16.
Surprisingly good.
Prince, what are you giving him?
16, sir.
16. I see Andy's giving him a 17. James, what do you give him?
I'm giving him a 17.
17. Isaiah, what do you give him?
17.
17. Mark, what are you giving him?
15.
You said what?
15.
15. And what's the YouTube chat giving him right now?
It's like a 16 average, I think.
17. Well, some people say facts.
I mean, he's the number 1 scorer on our team, efficiency-wise. I mean,
looking at him, I'll say about average of a 16. I'll say 16. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Divided by 10, his average is 16. Divide that by 10, about 10.
I'll give Hardaway.
All right, so his average is 16. Offensive rating, his average is 16. Okay. So while I'm getting the score up, you guys can start talking about his defensive rating a little bit.
This is gonna be tough for me, man.
I think he's a better defender than his rating.
Yeah, because I've seen him guard Ben Simmons.
Just watch him guard Embiid, man. He played Embiid really well.
What about when he played Giannis, man? He made Giannis work. He made Giannis work.
Work for 30.
He always guards the
C-Dog, go on lunch break, man. Nah. He made Giannis work.
I'm going by his numbers. His numbers is almost down there with Tim.
But you got to use the eye test. You got to use the eye test too. You just can't go all on numbers. You got to use the eye.
All right, so let's go around.
Tell him not to put the numbers up to him.
All right, let's go around. Let's go around. Nate, what do you give him?
15.
Nate gives him a 15. Viv gives him a 17.
Who's this for?
What do you give him?
I'm giving him a 17.
17. C-Dog, what do you give him? 13. Prince is giving him 8.
Kick him out. Kick him out.
Hold on,
18,
guys.
sir.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Prince giving him 18.
Where y'all get the picture from?
Andy's giving him a 19.
Where you get the...
Dang. Y'all are generous.
Bro, he guards the best players on other teams. What are you talking about?
I don't think
he can guard from 1 to 5.
Are you talking about Frank?
No, Vonleh.
Vonleh. All right, one at a time.
He don't go the best play. He got whoever playing the floor.
James, what are you giving him?
17.
17?
Yeah.
Isaiah, what are you giving him?
17.
All right.
Are you talking about money?
No,
defense.
Defense. Sorry, my bad. What, 1 out of 20?
Yeah, out of 20. Mark, what are you giving him? Mark, what are you giving him, Mark?
I'll give him a 15.
All right, and Gormo, what are you giving him out of 20? No.
Vonleh out of 20? Defense?
Yeah.
I give him a 13.
Give him a 13? All right. Now, let me just remind everybody, I want to remind everybody that I have you on live, right? I have you on live. So all of your background noise or anything else you're saying, it's all coming through live. So I need you to be quiet. so it doesn't come through live to everyone. All right, because everything that you're saying is coming through live. So if you have stuff in the background, I need you to turn it down, or mute yourself until I come to you. Okay, so that we're not getting a whole bunch of noise coming through the live stream. All right. I mean, I do want you guys, to have conversations over it, but I also want it to be, we don't want a whole bunch of other talking in the background. All right, so I'm gonna have you guys on live. I'm gonna keep it live so that we can have a discussion about it. But if you got something playing in the background or whatever it is, just put yourself on mute until it's time for you to talk. All right. All right. Even and it's probably, even if you have it very low, it's going to make I can hear it in the background. All right. So if you have something on in the background that's making noise, I'm gonna keep you muted until it's time. All right. So let me get those scores again. Nate was 17, Viv was 13, if I'm right.
15.
Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me do this again. Let me go around and do this again. Nate, what did you give him?
17.
17. Viv, you gave him 15. Ant, what you give him, Ant G?
17.
17. C-Dog, what did you give him?
13.
13. Prince, what you give him?
18.
18. Andy gave him a 19. James, what did you give him, James? You gotta unmute yourself. I'll come back to James. Isaiah, what did you give him, Isaiah? Isaiah, what did you give him? Isaiah's gone. Mark, what did you give him?
15.
Mark gave him a 15. Guillermo, what did you give him again?
13.
13. All right, now, James, if you can unmute yourself, I can hear you. Or put your fingers up or something. I can't hear you. I don't think you can figure out how to unmute yourself. 15. All right, 15. And Isaiah went to get something to eat.
Boy went to get his applesauce.
Isaiah, what did you give him, Isaiah? He ain't there. All right, so what's the chat giving him? What did the YouTube chat give him?
13.
About 13.
Yeah.
All right, so he's got about an average of 15. All right, so we'll give him 15. Now we're talking about leadership and character, right? Now feel free to have a little discussion about it.
I mean, he's been a professional. I mean, he hasn't really. He's a quiet guy. He doesn't say a lot.
Yeah. I don't even know what he sounds like.
Yeah, I mean, he's been. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, he's been a professional. I haven't heard anything. He's just come to work, and from the beginning of the season, if you remember, in the beginning of the season, he really wasn't getting that much burn, right? He's
really picked up his game.
Yeah, once he got in, he was doing good.
I mean,
shit.
You need guys to take charge. I mean, look, he plays, he does his part, he does dirty work, so I'll give him a 10 for that. But other than that, he's not really, he's not really necessarily a vocal leader. He does not.
Yeah, he's not a rah-rah guy.
He's not fouling guys to set a tone, to set a mentality. He's a shy guy who's coming into his own, I think, which is not a bad thing. But leadership and character, he's not.
Yeah, but I mean, again, we set up a whole bunch of we set up a roster that doesn't have those players, so.
Right.
We almost got to put it into a little bit of perspective in that type of manner as well.
Yeah.
No, right. But when you talk leadership and you talk about, let's say character. Leadership, you're talking about the rarest of the rare, right? You're talking about the guy who's going to come in and...
No,
he just does
leadership, period. We just talking about leadership, period.
And character.
You ain't got to be LeBron James. Everybody say he was a captain.
I didn't say yes. Just stop talking. I'm talking about leadership, right? He's not. You don't look at him as like a leader. He's a good player who's coming to his own, but he's not a leader, and it's not a bad thing. He's just not a leader.
Okay.
Hey, he's a professional.
He's a professional. I don't take it. I give him a 10. But.
All right. Well, let's go around and get everybody's score. Nate, what do you give him?
Too low.
I'm gonna give him a 12.
12. Viv, what do you give him?
I will give him a 15.
15. Ant stepped away. C-Dog, what do you give him?
16.
Say that again.
1-6.
1-6.
16.
Prince giving him a 17. Mark.
Give him 11 because I don't think he's motivating people, but I give him 11 because he go out there and play good defense at times.
Wormo said you give him a 10.
Andy, for example.
Andy's giving him a 12. And Isaiah, what do you give him?
Vonleh?
What do you? Yeah, no Vonleh. Leadership, character, attitude.
I'll give him a 10 because I don't think he's a leader, but I'll give him a 10. That's half.
All right.
Okay.
Mudiay is garbage, huh?
Okay. And what's it look like the chat's giving them? Look like they're somewhere around 14, something like that. 14.
Yeah.
The chat. Looks like we got an average. Looks like we have an average of 12 for Noah Vonleh in the leadership and character category. Now let's talk basketball IQ.
Wait, so the last grade was 14?
Looks like the average from everyone was 12. 12.
Oh, 12.
Good, Isaiah.
Yeah. Basketball IQ. Let's talk basketball IQ with Noah Vonleh.
8, 7. Screw that.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one to know. Nate, what do you think? Basketball IQ, Noah Vonleh.
I'm gonna go with 12.
Why so?
Because I think he's a smart guy. I mean, he doesn't look like he's lost on the court. I mean, he makes good plays. He's a good defender. I mean, he knows when to take smart shots and doesn't take stupid shots. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that seems pretty smart to me. So I say 12.
All right, Viv, what are you going with?
I give him a 15.
15.
Yo, Vivek, what's wrong?
You guys are buggers.
C-Dog.
It's all perspective for the team.
C-Dog.
Man, let me mute this nigga,
11.
man. I'm tired of hearing this.
Prince gives him a 15.
Prince, we tired of hearing
Prince,
this.
mute yourself and cut your hair, son.
You get muted too, fat boy.
Hey, come on, fellas.
Yeah, Guillermo, you gotta focus.
Hey,
I'm sorry, my bad.
we're live. Everybody's live. Hey.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sim. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yo, Prince be hurt.
And
We on right now.
we're on Noah Vonleh. We're talking about what we on? We're talking about his basketball IQ, Noah Vonleh.
I'm gonna get that man 15.
15.
15.
All right.
Facts.
Let me see.
I think whoever's the lowest has to explain why.
I'll explain.
Mark, what are you giving him?
I'll give him a 10. No one on this team deserves more than a 10.
I disagree with that one.
All right.
Let's speak facts.
Guillermo, what you giving him, Guillermo?
I give him an 8. I don't know where you guys get anything above a 10, but I give him an 8. Look, the kid,
I try to be nice.
The kid is a good player, but look, when he defends, he doesn't use his lower body, still uses his top. He makes stupid fouls a lot of times. He takes himself out the game because he makes stupid fouls. I think his offensive games get a little bit better, but his back to the basket game is a lot left to desire. Like, he'll do that little curl thing. He even has like a curry on him instead of just going in and pounding on the dude.
But he does guard the best defenders, and you
can guard the best. Yes, he guards the best defenders. But again, a lot of times why he gets in foul trouble is because of positioning. It's not necessarily because he's a Mudiay. Mudiay is like a 0, but he makes dumb decisions like this.
All right, let's move on.
I think Vonleh is developing. I like Vonleh a lot, but the dude is not one of the smartest players. This is why he's been on 4 different teams for the past how many years, despite the fact that he could shoot a 3. Okay. He has size.
Well, I know they have utilized him in the other team.
All right,
if you have basketball IQ, you're gonna stick someplace. If you have basketball IQ,
all right, let's move on. Isaiah.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Isaiah, what do you give him?
I'm not gonna give him what Mario gave him. I'm gonna give him 15.
You're gonna give him a 15. All right. And what's it look like the video chat is giving? The YouTube chat is giving them. What they giving them right now?
9.
Nah, they averaging about 13 or 14.
I see a bunch of 9s.
Yeah, but then I went back.
No one has an IQ on his team.
Thank you.
What are y'all watching?
Frank, I'll give Frank and Dotson.
Yeah, dude, Frank's a smart player. Come on, man.
Frank and Dotson are smart.
We know you think that.
Don't say that to the Prince. Don't say that to the Prince.
Well, we got an average. We got an average of about 12. We got an average of about 12 for him.
That's fair.
Mudiay at 20.
All right, so we got an average of about 12 for basketball IQ. Health. Right now,
he's played every game, hasn't he?
Noah Vonleh has
20.
played 43 games. He's got to get a 20. I don't think there's much discussion about that.
He got a 20.
Yeah, he's been good.
All right, much discussion about that.
If y'all give him a it factor score, I'm going to go crazy.
We didn't do that.
That's where the real grading comes out.
Does he get any bonus points for it factor?
No.
No,
I disagree, man.
We're gonna give him 3. Give him
the way he guarded Giannis, that's it factor, man.
No, yeah, he does take on the best player.
Bro, I'm about to end myself.
Right with
we can at least give him a 1. You saying 0 out of 5? He has no it factor.
You telling me Tim Hardaway Jr. got a 3?
I disagree.
Come on, we got to give Vonleh a 3.
I say a 1.
Wait, okay, what is it factor? Because y'all tripping right now.
Can you explain what it factor is?
It factor is a 0, bro. He don't have.
It's subjective. It's subjective.
It is subjective. That's why it's a bonus. It factor is very subjective. It factor is. Is he that guy that brings that swagger? It factor kind of brings a little bit of swagger to the team.
I mean, he wants to guard the best player.
He brings swagger.
He doesn't. He's not afraid to challenge.
All right, let's go around. Let's go around.
That's facts, G.
Vonleh is the only reason why we don't get bullied off the court every night.
Okay,
You get bullied anyway.
He gets in foul trouble.
Hey, why played in the last game? He did a really good job on Embiid.
Canada don't get bullied.
All right, we're gonna go around. We're gonna find out what you guys think. Nate,
I'm gonna give him a 1.
You give him a 1. Viv, what do you give him?
I'll give him none actually.
You give him a 0.
Yeah.
Ant, what do you give him?
I'm giving him a 2.
Give him a 2. C-Dog, what do you give him?
A 1.
A 1. Prince, what do you give him? Prince giving him a 4. Prince is giving him a 4. Mark, what do you give him?
Yo, man, that man deserves a donut, man. Get out of here.
That's ridiculous.
All right, Mark, give him a donut.
It factor. You know
Man, get him out of here, man.
Take Vonleh off this team.
You still mad, Prince?
We get punked.
Hold on.
Yeah, let's focus.
Guermo, what are you giving him, Guermo?
0. He has no it factor.
0.
Man.
And Isaiah, what are you giving him?
I'm really scared for Prince when it comes to Mudiay. I just want to say this right now.
Man, forget about Mudiay. We're not there yet. What are you giving him? What are you giving him?
You haven't done Mudiay yet?
No. We haven't got there yet. Andy, what are you giving Noah Vonleh for it factor?
Guermo, what are you giving him, Guermo?
2. Andy's giving him a 2.
Vonleh.
And then James, what do you give him, James? It factor, what are you giving him?
For Noah Vonleh?
Yeah.
I'll give him a 3.
Giving him a 3. Give him a 3.
Thank you, man.
All right. And what is the chat? What is the YouTube chat giving them right now?
0.
Nah, they're not all giving them 0.
They're averaging 1.
I see somebody with 0.
It's one person that put 0 4 times.
They average 2.
Somebody put trash. I guess that's 0.
Looks like. Yeah, it looks like it's about a 2.
Okay,
Vonleh.
Stop waiting the votes, man.
So Vonleh got 77 total.
This is why Trump became president.
That's fair right there.
That's why Trump became president.
Y'all live. Yo.
That's a B minus.
Crazy.
That's a C, man.
Hey, Viv.
Hey, where'd you go to school?
Hey, Viv, what did you put?
Go back to
Total score 77.
77. What did you put down for the it factor? What you put down?
Oh, 2.
A B is an 8, so a B minus is like a 77.
So 77 total.
That is a B.
77 total.
That's probably our highest grade the whole
70 is
team.
not a B. That's what I'm talking about. What is wrong with y'all?
So he gets a B plus on weighted average.
To be fair, Vonleh has been one of the best players on the team. Let's be honest.
American schools.
Hey, Viv just said a B plus, and then, like I said, B minus, and we crazy?
They went to school in the South. That's what happened.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yo, y'all bugging, man.
Yo, down south, they some country bumpkins, bro.
So, hold up. So, there we go. Noah Vonleh has a total score of 77. And so, what are we giving him for his final grade?
A B minus.
A B minus? You're giving him a B minus?
Give him an 80, man. It's right there.
Why,
I'll give him a B.
Mean? Give him an 80. I mean, the score is the score. I think it's a C.
Yeah, you can't bump him 3 points, man.
Yeah, 3 points for what?
C plus.
I mean, he's been one of the best players on the team.
You can't develop. He's the only guys who got some value out of him.
I mean, based on let's see what the YouTube chat says that we need to give him as far as the grade is concerned.
It's at C.
A C?
Yeah.
Get that, man.
Yeah, we
C plus.
It's gonna be up all night if we just see it go off on the list.
We give him a C, man. Noah Vonleh.
Hey, he passed.
Got a C. All right.
What's the difference?
Man, we really were hard on Hardaway. If you look at Vonleh, shoot.
All right,
Vonleh's
next
a better
up.
player than Hardaway, so we weren't hard on Hardaway.
Next up to bat. Mitchell Robinson.
Oh, I want a Mudiay, man.
Okay, Mitchell Robinson. Now, what I did with the rookies is I took their score and I based it on what it rates amongst rookies. All right, just to be fair to them because it's their first year in the league. I based it on rookies. So Mitchell Robinson's offensive rating is 103.7. All right, his defensive rating is 109.8, which is actually on our team, that's fourth. His defensive rating is fourth on our team at 109.8. All right. And actually, to tell you the truth, he's really third on our team because Ron Baker was number 1. All right. Okay, because Ron Baker was number 1 at 94.1.
He's still out there. We can still get him.
So Ron,
we exiled that name from this team.
So we
don't know Ron Baker no more.
We're not using Ron Baker because Ron Baker's not on the squad. All right. So really, Mitchell Robinson is fourth on the team in defensive rating at 109.
That shows how better defense is, man. The guy's not even on our team, and he's number 1.
Okay, now, hold on. He ranks 66th amongst rookies in the league. His offensive rating is 103. That's rated 33rd amongst rookies in the league. All right. He has played. Mitchell Robinson has played 20 games. Obviously, he's had some games out due to injury. Let's go. Let's talk about it, man. Let's run through this because we got some more to go. So let's run through it quick. If you have your say real quick, but we're gonna get through it. Offensive rating, Nate.
10.
Give him a 10. Viv, what do you give him?
Hey, who's rating? Sorry.
I'm gonna give an 8.
You're gonna give him an 8. Aunt G, what do you give him?
8.
8. C-Dog, what do you give him?
9.
9.
Jesus Christ.
Mark, what do you give him?
7.
7. Guillermo, what do you give? And Guillermo, all these ratings come from NBA.com. But what do you give him?
For his offensive rating, Mitch?
Yep.
6.
6.
Ooh. Yeah.
It's
All
not
right.
gonna be summer count.
Isaiah, what do you give him, Isaiah?
7.
You said you give him a 7. And Andy gives him an 8. James, what you give him, man?
I'm going to 9.
You going to 9. And what's the chat, the YouTube chat giving him right now?
Like a 7 average.
7,
Let's say like 8, 6, 5.
7.
So you
Like
said
7 average.
about a 7 average
Yeah.
divided by 11. Average of a 7. So he's averaging about a 7. Mitchell Robinson's offensive rating is about 7. All right, let's talk about his defense. All right, like we said, he's 4th on the team in defensive rating. His defensive rating is 109. What was it? 109.8. 66th amongst rookies, and actually, he's very high amongst, as far as our team is concerned, throughout the league, right? Because he's one of the best on the team. But defensive rating. Let's see, what do you give Nate?
12.
Nate gives him a 12. Viv?
I give him a 9.
Give him a 9. Okay. Aunt G?
I give him 11. 11.
All right. C-Dog?
10.
10. Prince, what do you give him? 13. Well, Mark just disappeared on us, so I guess he ain't giving him none. Guillermo, what you give him?
Mitch, I give Mitch a 12.
12? Okay, that's the highest so far. Oh, yeah. Isaiah, what you give him?
Prince was 13.
Oh, yeah. Isaiah, what you give him?
13.
13?
Thanks, man.
Andy gives him a 12. James, what are you giving him?
I'm going to give him 11.
11? And what's it look like? What's the YouTube chat giving him right now?
Sheesh, they're kind of high. I think 16, 17, 14.
He's got the potential to be a 15.
YouTube chat is high.
So what's the average for him?
The average in YouTube is like 16.
16?
He's a good shot blocker.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This is 16. And Mark, who disappeared on us. Mark, what do you get? What do you get on Mitchell Robinson? Give him what?
That AOL dial-up, man.
8.
An 8? An 8. Okay. And then divide that by 11.
No. And
average score.
Button. I closed myself up.
Average score is 11.
I'm just messing with you.
Average score is 11.5. We'll round that up to 12. All right. For defensive rating. Now we're on leadership, character, attitude.
Can we give an incomplete?
I mean, we gotta give. I mean, obviously we haven't seen that. I mean, we're just grading up to now, so we're grading up to now. So nah, now I know it's hard because he doesn't show leadership, right? Because he's a rookie. Yeah, he's a rookie, but he does show character and good attitude, in my opinion.
Definitely.
Right. Right. So
middle of the road, he can get a damn 10 for that.
So Nate, what do you give him?
Give him a 12.
Give him 12. Okay. Viv?
Nah, I give him an 8.
8. Ant?
I may be an outlier, but I mean, if we a rookie, we can only really go off character. I'm gonna give him a 15.
Okay. All right.
He said leadership too.
C-Dog, what do you give him?
A 10.
10. Prince gives him a 16. Guillermo, what you giving him?
I give him a 12, man.
12?
He still got
okay.
Good character, and I think he has room to grow as a leader of this team. Defensively.
Yeah. Isaiah, what do you give him?
If it goes by character, I'm gonna give him a 15 because he just loves playing ball. That's what he loves to do.
Okay. James,
what about leadership?
I give him a 14.
Give him a 14.
Yeah, you better have some spinning waves under that do-rag, bro. No cap.
Mark, what you giving him, Mark?
I'll give him a 10.
You give him a 10. And it looks like Andy's giving him a 10. And what's the YouTube chat look like right now?
Around a 10.
A 7, 11.
I see a 10 on average.
Yeah, about a 10.
Thanks to the chat.
I mean, it's more character than it is leadership with him because he's only a rookie.
Right. So they gave him about a 10.
Yeah, about a 10.
I'm not even the one bugging.
Okay. All right. So he has an average of about 12.
That's fair.
That's a generous score, but whatever.
Not bad. All right. Basketball IQ.
Oh, shit.
Basketball IQ.
You're gonna give him a 20, right?
Now.
No. I'm gonna give him a 5 because on defense he got it.
Yeah, I
must say it's higher than I thought it would be coming into the year.
You said what?
I said I must say it's higher than I thought it would be coming into the year.
Okay.
Yeah, being a year off of basketball, no contact play. That's yeah.
All right, Nate. So what do you give him, Nate?
I'm gonna give him a 5.
You gonna give him a 5?
Yeah.
All right.
He's still a rookie. He's still learning.
Same for me.
All right. So Viv and Nate both give him a 5.
Prince.
Oh yeah, a long way to go.
And what do you give him?
I give him a 7. I like the kid. I give him a 7.
Give him a 7. C-Dog. What are you giving him, C-Dog?
A 9.
A 9. Prince is giving him a 12. Guillermo, what do you give him, Guillermo?
Give him a 6.
6. Isaiah, what do you give him? Hold on 1 second. What are you giving him, Isaiah?
No, I'm impressed because he did take a year off, but I'm gonna give him a 7.
7. James, what are you giving him?
I give him a 10. Defensively, he has a high basketball.
10. All right, Mark, what are you giving him? What do you say?
I'll give him a 5.
A 5.
Hit that dime up here, that dime.
And let's see, Andy's coming back into the chat. Andy, what do you give Mitchell Robinson for basketball IQ?
I call this a KP, man. I'm telling you.
What is the YouTube chat giving him right now?
I see a lot of 7s.
About a 7.
I got about 5.
4s.
I think 5 on average.
I don't know if it's a 5. I mean, we got a 15 in there. A 12.
All right, his average right now is about 6. He averages about a 6.
That's about right.
He averages about a 6.
For a rookie, that's about right.
So we'll give him 6 for basketball IQ. Now we're on to health.
Ooh.
1.
I think this
a 1.
Yeah.
1.
A 1.
I mean, right now,
I think we all agree on a 1 or 0.
Mitchell Robinson's played 20 games so far.
This
A 1.
Season. So Nate gives him a 1. Viv, what do you give him?
Yeah, I'll give him a 1.
All right, Ant, what do you give him?
So what? He played about half the games.
Yeah.
I give him a 6, a 5, a 5.
5.
Okay.
C-Dog, what do you give him?
A 1.
A 1 would be like he didn't play no game.
No, he's brittle, man. He didn't miss too many games.
Prince gave him a 7. Prince gave him a 7. Guillermo, what do you give him, Guillermo?
I give him a 2.
Isaiah's gone.
Definitely more than half.
James, what do you give him, James?
Higher grade.
I give him a 7.
James gives him a 7. Andy's giving him a 5. And Mark, what are you giving him?
I give him a 1. He got hurt being hurt.
You think he missed the whole season, man? A 1?
He didn't miss the whole.
He missed like 3 or 4 games.
Missed the whole season.
He lost 3 or 4 games due to injury. Like he played and then he got hurt.
We got to look at durability, guys. That's where I'm at rating. Durability.
He got hurt being hurt.
But so if you only get a 1 for playing half the games, that's crazy. So then what's a zero? The whole season? A zero?
Yeah, but I look at it more of a durability issue.
Yeah, it's more durability. Yeah, propensity for injury.
I would give him a 1 because of his durability.
Andre Brown gave him a .0002.
Dang. There's somebody went to school.
Looks like the .5 gave him a -4.
Me and Sean ain't eating nothing yet.
It looks like he's about a 3.
Now just averages after 1 or 2.
Isaiah, what do you give Mitchell Robinson for help?
Like a 30.
You don't want
Isaiah, what do you give Mitchell Robinson for help? What do you give Mitchell Robinson for help?
3.
A 3?
Yo, turn off your TV.
Yeah, man. You gotta turn your TV off, man.
Bro.
There's only 2 people I know who have their TV on, man. And I'm looking at them.
Yo, Mark, turn off your TV.
My TV's off, bro.
You gotta average
Y'all gotta
like.
stop coming for me, bro. Y'all gotta chill out.
You gotta average like a 6.
You usually have your TV on, man.
You gotta average a 6. All right.
Crazy.
Now, what about the it factor? It factor for Mitchell Robinson.
Oh.
Well, according to these guys, nobody on our team has it, so they all gonna get 0.
Except for Mudiay.
So
I say a 2 sim because of his defensive ability or his potential.
Okay, you give him a 2. Viv, what do you give him, Viv? What do you give him, Viv?
Yeah, I'll give him a 2 as well.
All right, Ant, what do you give him?
I gave Vonleh a 2. I gave him a 1.
Give him a 1. C-Dog?
2.
2. Prince gives him a 4. Guillermo, what you giving him?
Give him a 2.
2. I see Andy's giving him a 2. James, what are you giving him? 4. Mark, what are you giving him?
I think he has his own Mudiay.
What you say, Mark?
Yeah, y'all can give him a 5. He's gonna get an F anyway, so just give him the highest.
Hey, Mark, what are you giving him, Mark?
I'm giving him a 1, man.
His name is Presley.
Isaiah, what are you giving him? A 1. All right.
Isaiah always eating. Always eating.
Mark,
it's tough, man. It's tough, and it looks like the video.
Tell people about their feelings, man.
Yeah, they're about a 3.
3.
Really hurt.
I must say, man, I don't think Mitch deserved this grade, man.
He's about a 2 for the it factor right now.
That's about right.
Now, this is a tough thing. This is definitely a tough thing. I hear what you're saying, Aunt G, because his grade is going to be low.
Yeah.
F minus.
Well, he's a rookie.
His grade is low. What's the average, Viv? What's it add up to, Viv?
I actually lost count. I think it's around 2.
So we got 7, 12, 12, 6, 6, and 2.
So 45 total.
45.
Yeah.
Can we add like a rookie bump?
That's like an NBA 2K rating right there. That's about right.
So
his
now,
ability is 99.
I think we should do a grade for potential.
Or like expectations. Did he over exceed expectations, or
has he improved since?
He got a failing grade, but he's not a failing player though.
I'm trying to find my boy some extra credit, man.
He's definitely not a failing player, but he got it. Hey, you got to.
I mean, he's a rookie. It is what it is.
If he played more, his scores would be higher.
Exactly, and he would play more minutes. He would produce more.
Right. You gotta get on the court.
Y'all killed that man on health. That's what it was.
Well, yeah, because he's hurt. He's always hurt.
A 1 means you don't play, period. KP is a 1.
We'll come back. Let's come back to him. We'll come back to him and look at it.
KP's a 0.
All right, we're gonna come back.
Mitch is right above KP. Come on, man. That's crazy.
We're gonna come back to Mitchell Robinson and take a look at Mitchell Robinson.
I go by durability, man. That's why I gave him a 1.
You know, he definitely has a he's got an F as a midseason grade, but I think we gotta look at some other factors, though. We probably gotta look at some other factors, and we'll come back and talk about those other factors.
Hey,
right?
For him to have an F, I still want him on the court.
No, but do you see what I'm saying? Though, if KP's a 0, right, for health, how is
But
Mitchell?
and we're talking about
higher?
durability, man. You can't rely on him. He's always hurt.
We're not grading KP anyway, so it's going to be a moot point.
Yeah.
Where do KP come from?
All right, here we go. Prince, you might want to take it off of mute. We're gonna come back to Mitchell Robinson. We're gonna come back to Mitch. All right, we are gonna come back to Mitch Robinson.
I got to do some editing.
But here we go. Emmanuel Mudiay. And we already knew this is going to be a hot topic. We got a couple guys that's going to be a hot topic. Right?
It ain't really a hot topic. It's only controversial at one person.
Controversial. Okay.
Yeah,
well, let's see. All right. Well, let's look at the numbers right now. Offensive rating. Emmanuel Mudiay's offensive rating is 105.2. Okay. On our team.
Yo, I don't know what he did to Mudiay. Why did he love Mudiay?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Listen. On our team, he's second. He's rated second on our team in offensive rating.
About right.
All right. Second in offensive rating. Now in the league, he's 232nd. In the league.
All right. So
Yo, Bravo, why you laugh like that?
All right.
He's a bum.
Defensive rating, Emmanuel Mudiay is 113.4.
Yeah,
all right, that's his defensive rating on our team.
What you gave Hardaway, Prince. Keep that same energy.
On our team, he is the third worst. He's rated the third worst defender on our team. He's rated 13th.
That's about right.
Let's just say that. He's rated 13th instead of saying the third worst. He's rated 13th in defense on our team. All right, on our team. That
Moody life dub.
But he is rated. What is he in the second in offensive rating? All right. I mean, so
that's the reason why we only have 10 wins now. They starting Hardaway and Mudiay.
Exactly.
Let's get after it. All right.
And combine that with Tampa, we can't guard nobody.
I see though.
All right, let's get to it.
Let's get to it. Offensive rating, Nate.
You know, man, Mudiay's played better this year. I'm gonna give him a 12.
I'm gonna give him a 12. Okay. Okay. Viv, what are you giving him?
I give him a 9.
9. Aunt G, what are you giving him?
I give him a 1. No, I'm joking.
Come on, man.
I'm joking.
Chill. Prince, you're gonna cry, man. Chill.
I give him a 10.
Give him a 10.
10.
C-Dog, what are you giving him?
I give him a 12.
You're giving him a 12. Okay. Prince, what are you giving him, man? What are you giving him for offensive rating? You give him a 20?
Because I hate his offense. He is scoring.
Hold up.
You gotta give him a dub.
Dub Nation, man. He's like you said, he's the best. His numbers is the best on the team. Numbers don't lie. And then you're gonna get his man 12.
On a team with 11 wins.
I can understand you killing him on defense, but come on, bro.
What
On a
grade you
team
give
with
him?
11 wins. We lost the last 17 out of 19.
Just go on to the next person.
Yo,
Sam. It's
Prince
okay.
is salty.
Y'all
Get over
trash.
it.
Hold up. Let's do this. Right? Let's look at this. And, we're going to compare it to himself. All right? He's averaging 14.5. Hold up. Listen. He's averaging 14.5 points per game. 3 rebounds a game. 4.1 assists per game. All right?
What's his shooting percentage?
He's shooting 44.5% from the field.
That's pretty good.
All right. That ain't that bad.
31.5% from 3.
That's pretty good.
Okay, he averages.
How much from 3?
That's not
He said
good.
30.
30,
That's not good at all.
He's shooting 31.5% from 3.
Oh,
That's not
31.
good.
I think he said 45. My bad.
Okay. Now he's averaging 2 turnovers a game. which is, you know,
Yeah, we don't care about that.
you know, I mean, he's
Oh, we don't care about turnovers.
That's not bad.
So we do.
It's not bad.
Not good.
We don't pass the ball.
I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, he's shooting.
Point guard.
Hold
That's
up.
not bad. That's not bad.
He is shooting the highest percentage that he's ever shot in his career
It's not saying
from the
much.
field.
That don't make it
It's
right.
not saying much.
That's a lie.
Damn, you're haters.
Yeah, we counted high school too.
I'm talking about an NBA
China
career.
don't- China
It's the
don't
best.
count.
It's the best that he's ever shot in his NBA career. 44.5%.
Prince can't take it.
Right.
That's 45.
No, he can't.
Pretty good.
He's dying right now.
I mean, it's
I say
not.
12.
You know.
The man would shoot 50% if he learned how to make a layup.
I feel like 10 to 12 is a fair score.
He's actually gotten better making lives.
No, he can finish. He can finish at the basket. I'll give that to Mudiay. He's done a way better
he
job.
improved.
Every other
So-
night he can.
All right. So what are you giving him, Prince?
20.
I'm giving him a 20, man. I'm giving him a 20. Like I told everybody.
We'll take it. Hey, we'll take it. That's the score he's giving him. That's the score he's giving him.
He's averaging only two. He's averaging only 2 turnovers. Come on, man.
Oh, my
I'm done with y'all, man. I hate so bad, bro.
But not a
I'm done.
Damn, Prince is hurt, son.
He said,
All right, let's move on. Guillermo. All right, Guillermo, what do you give him?
I give Mudiay a 10. I'll give Mudiay a 10 just because he's improved a lot and he's scoring, but it's still inefficient. Teammates aren't better because he's on the floor, so he has a lot to prove. But I'll give him a 10. He has improved, but
Okay.
20 is bugging.
Isaiah, what are you giving him?
Smoking crack.
Yo, that Detroit water must be some good crap.
What you giving him, man? What are you giving him? What are you giving him?
He's a 9. He's a 9.
Moody is a 20. What's Kyrie Irving?
85.
James, what are you giving him?
I'm giving him a 15.
15. Okay.
15 makes more sense.
On a 10-win team.
Good call.
All right.
On a team.
Mark, what are you giving him, Mark?
Yo, y'all violated. He gained a 0 for me. He's non-existent to me. Y'all already know that. Straight.
Come on, man. You gonna get, see now.
I'm gonna give him.
We got two extremes.
I'm gonna give him
That's what I'm saying. Y'all trash,
You're
man.
not Prince's score.
Honest
Score.
Honest 6.
All right,
His score gonna be hella inflated. Cause
hold on. What you say, Mark? You giving him what?
Honest, I'm gonna give him a 7.
You gonna give him a 7? You gonna give him a 7?
20?
Yeah,
Boy, need a bowl of Cheerios right now with that.
Yo, Prince score don't count. Prince score don't count.
All right. What's the average score now? Let's see.
Chat must be blowing him up.
Someone's giving 14, 6, 1.
14, 15.
Someone give him a 1.
So what's the chat score?
Yeah.
What's the average chat score, Viz?
It's probably just Prince in different accounts.
I think I give him I say they're giving him a 14 on average.
They hate Frank, that's why.
On a 10-win team. Who the hell is this? What the?
Hey, watch it now. Watch it now.
I'm sorry, my bad. He just scared me. My bad. He scared me. He was smiling like.
Garrett, yo, you
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right.
That's it?
Nah, that ain't me. I'm right here. So what's the chat? What's the chat giving him?
That does kind of look like Sim though.
Yo, I thought that was Sim for a second.
So what's the chat? What's the chat giving him? What's the score from the chat?
9, 5, 10, 15, 12, -8, 1.
So what's the average? What's the average?
Gable, that's comment.
-8.
I'm gonna just go average 10. It's about the average. So his average score is like 10 points for offense. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like Noah Vonleh was just above him in offensive rating. And you know, I forgot what his score was. I don't know. But you know, that's the score we gave him. That's the score.
It's a 77.
That's the score we gave him.
I might end my stuff.
Oh, it's.
Someone gave him a -8.
That's the score. That's the score we gave him.
Yo, after tonight, I'm not coming back.
All right, so
I was gonna say about
okay.
Frank.
Now let's
What
talk
you gonna
about
my boy Frank.
Now let's
That was
talk about his
violation.
defensive rating.
Oh, if Prince give him a 20.
All right, Nate, we're coming around to you, Nate.
I'm giving him a 1, man. He gets blown by
Thank
every
you.
time.
Good job.
Wow. Okay.
Yo, Bumbo, do that live.
I just think Hardaway's a better defender than him.
Viv.
A 13. Oh
Yo.
my lord.
Viv, what do you give him, Viv?
Yo,
Yeah,
Bumbo,
I'll
I
give
never
him.
seen a man in his
I'll
feelings
give
so
him a
bad.
1.
He's like a 5, bro.
Oh,
Hey, I need you guys. Let's go one at a time. One at a
Bro,
time.
he gets blown by every time.
Maybe a 4.
One at a time. Ant, what are you giving him?
I'm all about keeping that same energy. I gave Tim a 4. He can't be higher than that. So I'm going to give him a 4 too.
All right.
13.
C-Dog, what are you giving him?
To who?
C-Dog? It's on C-Dog. What are you giving him, C-Dog?
A 1. He gets the same thing as Hardaway.
A 1.
We both down there at the bottom.
Amen.
Okay. Mudiay,
I told you the reason why we only got 10 wins.
Prince, what are you giving him, Prince?
13, Sim.
13? Oh, yeah, 13. All
Defend
right.
that one, please.
Okay.
If he was the 13, we would be winning.
I'm going to say it. Prince, go ahead. Tell me why.
high
Tell me
key.
why. Tell me why, Prince.
Man, like I said, these cats, these cats, they ain't even true fans. Y'all just hate. It ain't even the fact of really watching a basketball game. Because you sit here and say like this man get blew by every time. Mudiay's defense has stepped up tremendously. Like I said, y'all mad because again, point guards like John Wall, Steph Curry, and these cats like that torch our defense. And most of the time it's pick and roll defense. So again, you can say Mudiay is trash, but again, it's more of a system than just Mudiay. And you get this man a 1? Come on, man. It ain't even fair, Sim. Now it ain't even this ain't even, it has no type of no sense to it. Now y'all just trolling. It ain't even no real grades being given out now. You know what I'm saying? And again, so if cats gonna do this, Sim, you wasting everybody's time. No disrespect, bro, but these cats ain't even trying to be fair with it. Like you just said about Noah Vonleh. Mudiay has been averaging 20-some points, and y'all gave this man, like I said, a 7? Come on, man.
Well,
like,
I mean,
stop,
he ended up averaging 10 points. Now, this is the whole season. This is not just like the last month. It's the whole season. You know what I'm saying? It's the whole season up until the midpoint. All the way up to the midpoint of the season. I'm saying, I mean, he ended up averaging, the average ended up being about a 10. You know what I'm saying? And if you look at what he was throughout the league, he was 232. That's about 50% of the amount of the people that's in the league. 10 out of 20 seems like it's about there.
Right, but again, if I didn't get this man the 20, the dude would have got. He would have been down there with he'd have been down there with some of the trashiest players in the NBA, and you ranked in the middle of offensive efficiency. That don't even make sense. That just show you hater bias. That ain't even just oh yeah, Moody being tough on him. You just hating on the guy. Y'all mad because Frank. So again, when we get to Frank, I don't want to hear nobody mouth when we get to Frank. Because again, if y'all go trash Mudiay like this, just wait till we get to Frank. It's over. I don't even want to hear nothing.
All right, let's move on. Guillermo.
All right, let me help Mr. Emotional over there, Carl Thomas. Let me mention the guys who have a better defensive rating, guards on the Knicks team. Damyean Dotson, Ron Baker, who's not even on the team anymore, Alonzo Trier, Trey Burke, Frank Ntilikina, all have higher defensive ratings than Emmanuel Mudiay. What the hell is Prince talking about? Mudiay deserves a 2. He is a terrible defensive guard. He loses man, has no feet, has no awareness. It's not about hate. It's about facts. I would love to see the team that Prince puts on the team, as I guarantee you they'll lose more games than the Knicks are losing now. What the hell is he talking about, bro? Mudiay's trash. If you want to create a team in China and bring Mudiay over there and see how many games your team loses in China to Chinese people. No offense.
So,
what is he talking about, bro?
So you giving him a 2?
I give him a 2, bro. He's garbage defensively.
All right, give him a 2. Look like I'm gonna have to keep people muted until until I come around to him, because it's starting to get some fireworks starting to go. Isaiah, what do you give him, man? A 0. A 0. All right, Isaiah, tell me why you give him a 0.
I give him a 0? Why I give him a 0?
Yeah. Why you give him a 0?
Okay. I mean, exactly what Gammo said. Listen, I've watched every Knicks game. He's not good at defending. Mudiay and Tim are probably the worst defensive backcourt in the league. That's not a joke. That's all facts. He doesn't fight over screens. He loses his man. He's 6'5", has a good frame, and he let people blow past him. He gets blown by. He doesn't fight over screens. He doesn't know how to switch with his man. He don't know how to do nothing on the defensive side. I'm sorry for Prince. That's his brother. I don't know. He's not a good defender. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I can't give him a 1. He's that bad at defense. That bad.
So you're giving him a 0.
He's that bad at defense.
All right. James, what are you giving him?
Be honest, and what do you think he is? Be honest.
James, what are you giving him, James?
I give him a 3.
A 3? All right.
Yeah, he's bad defensively. Offensively, he's better than what he is, but defensively, he's bad.
Okay. Bad. Mark, what are you giving him?
Come on, man. I'm giving him 1, man. I'm giving him a 1 because we always have low budget point guards come and kill us, and he's the line of defense. Nah, he gets a 1. The boy's trash. Stop wasting our time with this guy.
All right, Andy, what do you give him, Andy? 3. And my man here.
All right.
What do you give him? My man with the orange bedspread.
Yeah. It's actually brown, but whatever.
Brown.
I would go with a 2, mostly because I play ball. I love ball, and I'm only 5'10", so I'm hard on the guys that pause. I'm kind of tough on the guys that's 6'5".
Yo, chill. He from NY. Chill.
When you 6'5", and I can understand you having some offensive difficulties. The coach said when he first got there, we're gonna get you right. But defense when you play basketball is a lot about pride. You know what I'm saying? So personal pride. So yeah, when you don't attack defensively, I mean, because you might not have to drop 25 and 15 assists every night, but you could definitely show some effort defensively to shore up the nights you don't do so well offensively. So I do think we got at least 2 or 3 other guards on the team that's defensively a little better than he is.
Okay. All right. Well, his collective score with everyone, including the chat, is a 3. That's his collective score on defense. Which, what I gotta say is, Hardaway was around a 4. Hey, it happens, man. The guy gotta play defense. Now, let's go on to leadership and character. All right, leadership and character. Now, from what we've heard from Fizdale, is that Mudiay is working hard to try to learn how to become a leader. Now, let's be honest. We gotta be honest. Mudiay has done nothing to show bad character or bad attitude at all, in my opinion. I haven't seen him do anything. Right? And is he a leader as far as a facilitator and those type of things? No, he's not.
Because he's not a starting point guard.
No, he's not. and I'm sure that's something that he's working on, but it's not. You know what I mean? So, what do we give him there? Nate, it's on you.
I'm going to give him a 15, man, because he's improved this year, and he's played really well, and he's probably playing the best basketball of his career.
Okay.
Y'all are tripping for real.
All right. He is playing the best basketball of his career. You can't say he hasn't.
No, he is.
You got to give him that. He's playing the best basketball of his career. You got to give him something.
What about his rookie year?
Right.
What about his rookie year?
He's playing better than his rookie year.
Yeah, he's averaging more points.
He's averaging more points, right?
Viv, what do you think with Viv?
Yeah.
Hey, one at a time.
Tim, I give him a 10.
Give him a 10. And what do you give him?
If character, I mean, kid seems like a great kid. All his teammates like him. The leadership, he hasn't powdered all year. I mean, once again, all his teammates seem to like him. I think it's only fair he get a 15.
All right.
I think a 15.
Good job, man.
Okay. C-Dog.
13, Prince. Keep that same energy.
C-Dog, what do you give him?
13.
13?
Yeah.
I see Prince gives him a 15.
Don't eat a fool up in front of
Wormo, what do you give him? Isaiah.
Give him a 10, man. His character is good, but what leadership has he shown? He's still allowing Tim Hardaway and Cam to basically, I don't say ruin, but speak over him on the team, man. If you're the point guard of this team, you should be dominating the floor. Like, you should be the captain. You should be telling these idiots, these bums like Canton and Tim Hardaway to shut up, that you are running the squad. So I give him a 10. He has good character.
Well, I think his character's high. He's got high character.
That's what I'm saying. 10 character.
Right,
I'm giving him a 0 for leadership.
All right, so give him a 10. Isaiah, what do you give him? Isaiah,
wake up.
Yo, give me JJ Barea, man. Shit.
Leadership-wise,
Isaiah, what do you give him?
character-wise.
He out for the year. You don't want him.
He played with more heart.
Hey, hold on.
He's out for the year, though.
I'm right here.
What'd you say, Isaiah? Because people talking over top of you, I can't hear you. Isaiah, what'd you say?
No, I said I agree with Gamer when it doesn't manage the team offensively, but character, I'll give him a 14.
14. All right, James, what do you give him?
I give him a 15.
15.
He's a good guy.
All right, Mark, what do you give him?
19.
What you give him? What?
That's from the heart. 19. That's
19?
from the heart.
Give him a 19. Okay.
Yeah, that's from the heart.
All right, Andy, what do you
Prince
give him?
a hug.
Andy?
Prince happy now.
I don't know if I think Andy froze up.
Andy.
And my man here, what do you give him? What's your name again? What's your name?
High Rise.
High Rise?
Yeah.
All right.
Good, John.
All right.
Nah, no, I ain't.
What do you give him?
I'm a Knicks
Did you
fan.
say KP?
I'm gonna do mine collectively, right? This is how I'm gonna do it. I'm giving them 10 for character, and I'm giving them another 10 for leadership. So I'm giving them a total of 20. But the reason why is because how you lead. I heard somebody say earlier, he's letting Hardaway and this guy kind of Debo him on the court, and not. He actually is. Leadership to me is mostly by example. And when he got on the court, them couple games, we all seen the games where he just, he was doing way more leading by example than talking. And they was following, whether they wanted to or not. They didn't take the spotlight. He took it. So, and we all know this is his best year. So to show by example that you cannot be where you want to be, but turn it around, work hard, and get dedicated and get there is leadership to me, if I ever seen it.
Okay. All right, I'm looking in the chat. Looks like the chat is about 12. So we got that. We got.
So Carmelo's a leader too, right? Because he used to show by example, and people clown him.
He shot by example.
Man, what is Mudiay doing?
I like
so our average for leadership for Mudiay is 14. That's our average, 14 for Mudiay. All right. Now let's talk about basketball IQ.
Oh.
And here we go. We over
Yeah, I rise. How you gonna give him 15? You have to give him a 0 on the IQ thing, man.
Yo, bro, this ain't NBA. This ain't NBA Street for PlayStation, boy.
All right.
Yo.
I rise. You have to take back that leadership character thing back. You about to give this dude a 1, man. I see his face, man.
It's cold in here, man. It's cold in here.
All right, Nate, what do you give him, Nate? Nate, what you giving him?
I'm gonna give him a 10.
Give him a 10, okay. Viv, what do you give him?
Yeah, I give him 8.
8? All right.
Yeah.
They didn't want to give him that. Vivek didn't want to give him that.
Aunt G took a break. C Dog, what do you give him?
He get an 8.
Getting an 8 for basketball IQ. Prince is giving him a 17. Guillermo, what do you give him?
I give him a 7.
Giving him a 7.
That's what I was going for, Guillermo.
All right, Isaiah, what are you giving him?
7.
7. James, what are you giving him?
I'm gonna give him a 5, and I like Mudiay, but his IQ is probably the worst part of his game.
Okay,
Thank you.
5.
His defense is the worst part of his game.
Defense is the worst part of his game.
And his
Mark,
intelligence, his IQ, man.
Mark, what
I'm
do you give him?
gonna agree with Boy. 5, man. He don't even know how to run a pick and pop correctly.
Okay, and High Rise, what you giving him?
I'm gonna give him an 8, man.
Give him an 8. And looking at the chat, looking at the chat.
Violation.
Yeah, all right, you want to take back that character and leadership thing, man? You can do that right now, bro.
Viv, what's it look like the chat's giving them, Viv? What's it look like they're giving them?
I see a 3. I see 10, 4, 8, 7.
3, 4, 5, 6. I say it's somewhere around average of, I don't know, 8, maybe 9 max.
You good.
8? All right, you know, I'm going to give him a 9 for the benefit of the doubt. I'll give him a 9 for the benefit of the doubt.
What?
Give him a 9 for the benefit of the doubt, man. I'm giving him the.
He's not a dumb player. He just makes dumb mistakes sometimes.
You're not professional.
That means you're a dumb player.
Crazy.
All right.
Not necessarily, man.
That gives him an average of 8.4 for basketball IQ.
All right, so he gets 8.
That's not
Wait till we get to Knox.
So he gets 8. All right. Now, health.
Take it easy on Knox.
Hit factor.
Health now.
Yeah, I'll be easy on Knox because he's a rookie.
Mudiay
He get a
this
19
year,
for help.
he's played 36 games so far this year. And he
hasn't been hurt.
He's been hurt. He was hurt at the beginning, but
Yeah,
after
he was
that,
hurt in the offseason.
after that, he's basically been healthy. He's been
He
there.
started out hurt.
Yeah, he started out hurt, but after that, he's basically been there.
20.
So Nate,
He didn't play every game.
Nate, what do you
He
get?
did like a
20.
Giving him 20?
Yeah, because he was hurt before the season started.
Yeah, even Sim is mad at that.
Who's he giving the 22?
Mudiay.
He didn't play every game. He can't get
He
no
didn't
20.
play every game.
Well, give him. We'll give him 19. Because how many games did he sit out? The first 19 games.
Yeah, 19 is right, but he can't get a 20.
Yeah, 19.
Okay.
Right, I give him 19.
It's fine. What's
I give him 19.
All right.
I give him 19.
All right, Nate. So what are you giving him, Nate?
I'll give him a 19.
All right. Viv?
Yeah, I'll give him a 19.
19. Ant, what are you giving him for health?
So I forgot what player was. They played 39 and we gave him a 19, so I give him an 18 because he played a little less than that.
All right. Fair. C-Dog?
19.
19. I know Prince is giving him 19. Guillermo, what are you giving him for health?
I actually give him a 15. I think he actually could be better. No, I know he got hurt a little bit. I actually think he could be. I think he'd be in better shape than what he is. I don't think his fitness is tip top, and I think that if he got better fitness, he'd be a better point guard.
I actually agree.
So Guamo is becoming me.
No, I actually
Slowly.
agree. I think that Mudiay can get in much better shape, and I think
This is the best shape he's been in since he's played.
Yeah, but I think his time in Denver, you know what I'm saying? You know, when he first came last year, he wasn't really in shape, and I feel like if Mudiay ever got in tip-top shape, that's when you're really going to see him excel, in my opinion, if he gets in
He's going to
tip-top
be
shape.
Raymond Felton.
Isaiah, what are you giving him?
18.
18. James, what are you giving him?
I give him a 15. He need to get in better shape.
15. All right. Mark, what are you giving him?
Yeah, I'm giving him 14 because he ain't in shape.
Giving him 14. And wait, Andy, what do you give Mudiay for health?
Looking at defending himself. Pathetic.
What do you give him, Andy?
I think it's 18. I think it was 18.
18, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, 18. And the chat, what's the chat giving them right now? What's it look like the chat's giving them?
Around 17 or 18.
They're around high 17 or 18. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I give them an 18.
Andy, I won't blame you. It's your time zone. I won't blame you.
I'm going to give them an 18 for that.
Oh, Joey Ingles.
All right, so it looks like right now he has an average of 17
That's
for
fair.
help. All right, he's got an average of 17 for help. Now, the it factor. Does he have the it factor?
Nope.
No portions of it at all. He has no it factor at all.
It factor comes with IQ.
I gotta keep the same energy. I think he had some big shots early in the year. I gave Vonleh a 3. I gave somebody else a 2. I think he at least deserves a 3.
Okay, so Nate gives him a 4. Nate gives him a 4. Viv, what are you giving him?
None.
Ant, you're giving him a 3.
Yeah, that was cold-blooded.
C-Dog, what are you giving him?
2.
You giving him a whom? What are you giving him?
I think he said 2.
2?
2.
Yeah,
2?
Yeah.
Oh. Prince is giving him a 4. Guillermo, what are you giving him?
I give him a 0.
You give him a what?
A 0.
A 0. Isaiah, what do you give it? What do you give him Mudiay for the it factor?
0. You know what
James, what do you give him?
I give him a 3.
3?
Listen, talking about health. Are you talking about mental health too?
No.
Mentally.
About health.
Yeah, just help. Yeah. It's help. Yeah.
Like durability.
Right. Yeah. Right now we're just talking. Yeah. Not mental health. When we talk about health. Just,
Yeah, we're not that deep, man. Come on.
There's a lot of tests on this team.
We're not going that far.
and then
The word's already sensitive, man.
Mark, what are you giving him, Mark?
Agent 0.
0.
Damn
And
right.
then Andy, what are you giving him for the it factor? 1.
I'm gonna go. Yeah.
And video chat.
Yep.
Kind of all over the place. 0, 6, 3, 7, 1, 0, 2, 3, 0, 4.
They can average 3.
That sounds like a cheat code.
I guess we can average that out to about a 3, I guess.
Oh my. That's
too much.
That divided by, he's at about 2. He's got an average of about 2 for it factor. All right, that's
Well, he got 50 total, I think. If that's the total.
50 total.
Wow. That defense killed him.
Come on. You can't tell me Burke is better than Mudiay. Right, thank you, Viv. What'd you say? You can't tell me Burke is playing better than Mudiay. That's how much stands y'all is.
Nah, it was,
that's the type of
points
stands
wasn't messed up. They were tripping on Trey Burke, giving him more of them dang points. That's what happened.
Yo, I'm telling you,
his defense really killed him, man. He got like probably the worst ratings out of everybody.
People were giving Trey Burke 14 and 15.
Stands, bro. Real
you gotta stop this. You gotta use some
This guy's really butthurt over Mudiay. Lord Jesus.
Y'all stands, bro. I can't never rock with y'all.
You just called us stands. You gave him a 20 on offense. You can't say that.
Come on, y'all. Come on,
a 10-win team.
It's all right.
Next
Calm
one.
down.
Next up, Sim. Next up.
And so Muday's final score is a 50, which is the grade of an F.
That's worse than Mitch Robinson's.
Yo, you gotta stop this.
I mean, let's be real though. When we're looking at a team, but listen, when we're looking at a team that is 10 and 33, that's about a lot of players.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of F on the team. That's right.
It's gonna be a lot of bad players on the team. I mean, I don't know how.
We're not good.
You know, other ways to say it. It's going to be a lot of.
Imagine if Princeton put those points up, man. It'd be even worse.
You know, it's going to be a lot of bad players on the team.
Vince get an F for playing Mudiay.
All right, so this is what we're going to do.
Next player.
Guys. This is what we're going to do.
Let's go to the next player. We're not even on the coaching staff yet.
Right.
Come on.
This is what we're going to do because we got a lot of guys left. So let's pick out 3 more guys that we know we definitely want to go over. Right? So we know we want to do Frank, right?
My boy.
Frank and Knox.
We know we want to do Knox.
And Alonzo.
Cantor.
And
we got to do Cantor.
Wait,
okay.
Sam,
Cantor and Trier, those 4 guys.
Wait, Wait, Sim, hold on.
Yeah.
If we speed through
Let's
these,
do
if we
rapid
just
round for
speed
those
through
four
them,
guys. Yes,
we can
yes,
actually
no
do all of
discussion,
them. We speed through them.
All right, let's speed through it because we got we got a lot of infighting going on, man. Let's speed through them. Let's move through them because we got a lot of
Can
infighting
we do
going
the
on.
ones that we just want to get out the way? Can we do
All right,
that
next
first?
player. Let's go. Come on, next player.
So
Let's
we're
go.
gonna do Frank. We're gonna do Frank now.
All right.
All right, we're
Put
gonna
them
do
numbers
Frank.
up
Then we're gonna do Knox. Then we'll do Cantor.
Nah, no numbers. Just straight
No,
up.
no numbers. We seen enough Knicks basketball.
Yeah, we watch enough.
All
of these
right.
games.
Well, I mean, it's already up there. It's already up there, right? Okay, Frank's offensive rating is 100.2, 367th in the league. His defensive rating is 111.3. That's 413th in the league.
Damn.
All right.
That's why we want to see the number.
Now on our team,
No guesswork.
On our team, he's ranked 9th on defense on our team.
What?
All right. I mean, hey, these
numbers are weird, man.
Numbers,
Yeah,
man.
numbers are weird.
Numbers. These are the numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Numbers never lie.
You know, I'm just saying the numbers.
Stop with that. Numbers never lie. That's false.
Okay, so let's go. Let's get it. Nate, what do you give him? Offensive rating.
3.
All right, you give him a 3 for offense.
Yep.
Viv.
No, I don't give him a 3. I give him I'll give him a 8 on offense.
You give him an 8.
Yeah.
All right. C Dog.
8.
8. Prince.
Man, I'm muting some dog. 3.
Prince, give him a 3.
Oh my God.
Wormo.
I give him a 6.
6.
Yep.
Isaiah.
Frank a 6. I think these niggas trash.
Isaiah.
Who? 9.
You give him a 9.
He makes people along and better.
James, what do you give him?
I give him a 5.
Give him a 5.
Yeah.
Andy, what are you giving Frank
7,
on offense? 7.
7. Yeah.
All right. And the chat. Let's see what the chat's giving him.
You can't go off this chat, bro.
Tim, you can't go off this chat, man. I'm telling you.
Alright, stuff all over the place. Hey,
Don't go off this chat.
hey, you know, we're gonna do. You know, we'll just. You know, we try to take. It looks like it's probably. I don't know. They're all over the place, right? You got
That's my
7.
point.
Someone gave him a 20.
I see some zeros on there for. Yeah.
Right.
I wouldn't
like
bother
Frank,
with that.
man. Some Frank haters.
I don't know. We'll say we'll say the average is about. We'll say that the average is about 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There's also not using him.
9.
He's not used as a typical point guard. He's a freaking combo guard.
What is it, 6 on average?
So his average is like 6.
Man, hell no.
I'll give him a 6.
All right, hey, let's get through it. His average is 6. All right, now defensive rating. All right, remember his defensive rating is 111.3.
They said they don't want to know the numbers.
All right, so let's go. Nate, what do you think?
I don't agree with the numbers. I'll say 12.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I don't agree with the numbers.
That's fine. Viv?
I'll give him the same one as Vonleh, 15.
15?
Yeah.
C-Dog?
10.
10?
Does the Prince watch basketball?
Prince?
He doesn't, Guillermo.
3.
3? Wormo?
I give him a 15.
15?
15
Isaiah?
and he's ranked in the bottom of the NBA.
I've been hard on my boy Frank.
Isaiah,
Prince
what do
doesn't
you
watch
give him?
basketball, right?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Hey, let's get through this, guys. 15?
15.
James?
I give him a 9.
You give him a 9?
Yeah.
And let's see what the chat. What's the chat giving them right now? 17, 13, 4, 10. Probably somewhere around. Probably somewhere around 7 or 8. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 divided by 9. His average is like 11. right.
Oh my God.
Average 11.
Yo, I hate Prince so much.
All right, leadership and character. Nate, it's on you. Leadership and character.
No one's been harder on Frank. I give him an 18.
Give him an 18. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Viv, what do you give him? Leadership and character.
I give him a 15.
15. C-Dog, what do you give him?
16.
16. Prince, what do you give him? 10. I don't know how you can get that. I don't know how you can get that for leadership and character.
Let me explain. Hold on, sis. Let me explain.
Yeah, explain
because
that
again, y'all just told. Hold on. I ain't gonna take much time, but I'm gonna say real quick. Y'all just told me that Mudiay was like a 8 or a 7 for leadership, and Mudiay starting. He's running the team, and y'all gonna give a person who's on the bench,
go to the next one.
don't even play, and you gonna give him a 10?
Prince, we done.
Man.
We done.
My extra job
I don't know about that.
Stop.
Guillermo, what do you give him?
For which character and leadership?
Yeah, for Frank.
I give him a 12.
Isaiah?
17.
17. James, what do you give him?
I'm gonna give him an 8. I need him to be more intense. Like he's just.
Thank you, James.
Okay.
That's not leadership, right?
but this is, we talk about leadership, character, attitude, all of that.
Attitude and all. I mean, he's a good guy, but we need more attitude.
But we talking about.
Now, when I talk about attitude on the court,
next one up. Let's come on.
Talk about character, leadership, and stuff like that, man.
He sat on the bench and didn't complain and put an emoji.
But,
he's a good citizen.
But anyway, looking at the chat, somewhere about a 10 from the chat, 10 or 11. I'll go 11 from the chat. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right about. So his average is about 13.
All right. Hit factor.
Average about 13.
More than just one more. This is funny. All right, whatever.
In fact, we ain't even got the basketball IQ yet.
Oh, my bad.
All right, basketball IQ.
12.
12?
Nate,
Wow.
give him a 12. Viv?
No, I give him a 16.
16. C-Dog?
Damn, you drinking a haterade too, bro. God.
C-Dog, what do you give him? 18. 18. Prince, what do you give him? Basketball IQ.
Basketball IQ. I have to give him at least a 12. I give him a 12. I'd be respectful.
Guillermo, what do you give him?
I give him a 16.
16. Isaiah, what do you give him?
17.
17. James, what do you give him?
Hard on Frank.
14. 15.
14 or 15?
15.
All right, let's see who we got. Some people fell out of the chat.
I think around 16.
And what do you give? And what do you give Frank Ntilikina for IQ?
I'll give him a 12.
12. And Andy's giving him an 18. And the video, the YouTube chat.
Around 16.
Around 16?
Yes.
All right.
The video chat gave him a 16.
1, 2, 3.
Chris, you mad at everybody, huh?
No, I'm just mad because y'all stands, bro. Y'all just set up your line hard on my boy.
You stand for Mudiay, one point guard that was on 4 teams. Or, sorry, not 4 teams. Whatever, how many teams is on? 2.
All right, his average. Average for basketball IQ is 14. Health.
We gave Mudiay what? 18?
Frank Ntilikina has played 20 games.
Y'all gotta give him
horrible. Oh, half the season, you get half the points.
They gotta give him a 1.
That's right.
You gotta give him a 1.
Nate, where you at, Nate?
I'm gonna give him a 2.
Give him a 2. Viv?
Wait, this is health?
Health.
A 2 for health?
Y'all gave Mitchell 1 for playing the amount of games.
Yeah, Frank just missed 3 games. Nah, I give him a 16.
Wow.
Because
Frank missed 2 games due to injury.
Prince is hurt right now, boy.
no, because people aren't understanding. He's played 20 games, but what Viv is saying, he's only missed 2 of them to injury. The other ones have
don't
been
put the DNPs in there.
You can't add.
Oh, okay.
DNPs.
Okay, I got you.
Nate, redo your grade. Come on, you can't give him a 2. I'll be trolling.
I'll give him.
Two's wilding.
I'll give him a 17.
All right, C-Dog, you next, man.
Yo, Prince
C-Dog,
really
you
mad.
next.
That's crazy.
C-Dog, what's up, man? It's on you.
18. He only missed 2 games.
Okay. Prince, what do you give him?
Give him a 10. I guess since y'all put the math out there, I give him a 10. He had 20 DMPs, but he's only missed 2 games from injury. I give him a 10. I give him a 10.
But okay. Guillermo?
This is for the health, right?
For health, yeah.
Yeah, the DMPs he got because the coach wasn't playing, not because he wasn't healthy. So I'll give him. I'll give him a 17. Like he wasn't really hurt until that the ankle thing. Or
okay,
whatever.
Isaiah.
I'll give him a 15.
James.
I give him a 16. He still needs to get bigger. He still needs to really get bigger.
Okay.
I seen him he was small.
Ant, what you give him?
17.
17. And Andy gives him a 15. And the chat, what's the chat giving him?
Guillermo, for real. I know you feeling.
Viv, what's it look like the chat's giving him? Probably be about a 14 or 15.
No, it's more than that. It's at least 17 or 18.
All right. Let's see what we're giving him.
Is Prince coming on Monday? Or was he staying back?
No, he lives in Detroit. He can't come.
He's Detroit.
Oh,
Nigga, I ain't from Detroit. I was born in New York, 173rd and Broadway.
Watch your language.
Okay.
Watch your language.
I said if you're coming to the game.
Bro, don't disrespect me like that, bro.
Sim got to put that
Don't disrespect me like that, bro.
What is wrong with this guy?
Sim going to Tony Reale, man.
Calm down.
I'm from New York, son. I'm from 117th. I'm on 135th.
Y'all fools are alive, man.
All right, 16. He got a 16 for health.
Yo,
All right. The it factor. Does he have any it factor?
No.
Does he have any it factor? This is bonus points.
You don't think Frank has an it factor?
No.
Why?
No, he has no presence on the court at all. That's the problem.
All right, so Nick gives him Hold on. Let's go around. Viv, what do you give him?
None.
Frank.
You can't give Noah Vonleh a 0 and give Frank any points.
All right, C-Dog, what do you give him?
I wasn't here for Vonleh, or the it factor for Vonleh. So.
He get a 1.
Actually, I was here.
Okay, you get a 1. Prince give him a 0. You can't go negative, man.
All right.
Guillermo, what do you give him?
I actually give him I'll give him an 8.
Out of 5.
This was a guy that was the best point guard defending on a pick and roll team for a team that didn't know how to use him last year. This guy's not getting any playing time.
He
excelled in that pick and pop with KP, bro. If you put intelligent players on his team, he's gonna be a lot better, bro. Fizzo doesn't know what he's doing, man.
5 is the highest you can give him.
Yeah, out of 5. Because
out of 5. I thought it was out of 20. Oh.
No, this is bonus points. Bonus points. This is bonus points.
You said it factor, right?
Yeah, bonus points.
I'll give him a 3. No, I'll give him a 2.
Yeah, give him a 2.
Ratios, man.
All right, give him a 2. Isaiah, what do you give him?
I give him a 2. He's the impact on the floor. You can see.
All right, James, what do you give him?
I give him a 0.
0. And what do you give him?
0.
Andy gives him a 2. The chat. I see 4. I see 5.
A bunch of zeros.
0.
It averages like 1 or 2.
Okay.
He can't be no damn 4.
Come on, man. If Frank had an it factor, he'd be the god.
Word. Exactly.
10,
he wouldn't have 10 wins.
2, 3,
that's
4, 5,
the problem.
7, 8, 9.
We need him to get the it factor.
So he's got an average of a 1. He's got an average of a 1 for the it factor for Frank.
So he has total of 61.
Chris,
Total
I know you got y'all
61.
talk crap on the chat.
Now, I mean, I gotta be honest. I gotta be honest. There's no way Frank's grade can be better than Mudiay is this year.
All right.
It could be
Next
100%.
Next one.
No, Mudiay is 50, I think.
And you said the final grade was what? 60?
Mudiay's getting more playing time than Frank, and we only have 10 wins, bro. Where's the it factor with Mudiay? If he's getting all this playing time, his averages are going up, and we still only have 10 wins, and he's a point guard. Where's the it factor? Someone please tell me, bro.
All right, time for Knox time now. Let's go.
All right, next time.
These are you guys' grades, man. You guys' grades. So there you go. Total score for Frank is a 60. Final grade is a D minus, actually.
Yeah, 60. Same. I have 61.
Hey, he passed.
Same thing. That ain't passing.
D minus.
Hey, D's for
That's
the
not passing.
All right.
college it is.
Or D get you kicked out of school.
Yeah.
Hey, I made
All right, so now we're going to move on. We are going to move on to Kevin Knox.
All
right, Kevin Knox. Now, remember, Kevin Knox is a rookie, so his offensive and defensive ratings are only compared to other rookies. They're not compared to everyone in the league. His offensive rating is 104.4. All right, that's his offensive rating. On our team, on the New York Knicks, his offensive rating, he is 5th on the team in offensive rating. All right, on our team.
It's coming up.
Defensive rating is 115.5.
Oh.
That's bad.
And that is the worst on our team in defensive rating for Kevin Knox. All right.
Wow.
And if you, of course, for rookies, he's 73rd rated against rookies. And he is, against the rest of the league, he's probably 460 or something like that. I only did it against rookies, but he's the worst on our team.
So listen.
All right. So yeah, that's our boy Kevin Knox. Now he is a rookie, mind you. He's a rookie. All right. So let's go through it. Let's do it. All right, Nate. What are you giving him for offensive rating?
I'm going to give him an 8. His game has improved lately.
You're going to give him an 8. All right. Viv?
I give him a 10.
10. Okay. C-Dog?
14.
14. Guillermo, what do you give him?
Offensive rating, I give him a 10.
10. Isaiah, what are you giving him?
10.
10. James, what are you giving him?
I'll give him a 14.
14. Ant, what are you giving him?
I give him a 14.
Andy's giving him an 11. High Rise.
10.
What are you giving him, High Rise?
Knox.
Knox?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For what?
Offense.
Yeah, I would say solid 12.
12.
He's improving. He's figuring out his way on the court.
Okay. And Mark, what are you giving him?
I was gonna give him his 9, but he stepped up. I'm gonna give him a 12.
Okay. And what's it look like the chat's giving him right now?
Like 12,
Somewhere around 12.
15. Yeah.
Somewhere around 12, 15. What is it?
I don't know. I would put 13 or 14.
Okay. Give him the benefit of the doubt. We'll give him 14. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. All right, his average is about 12. All right, so
cool.
for
about 12.
Kevin Knox,
Too much fade and stuff.
average is about 12 out of 20.
Oh, Prince did?
All right. Defensive rating.
Mudiay.
Let's go.
Back
Defensive.
to the troll world.
Defense, Nate.
Yeah, let's go. We gotta go.
Let's
we gotta
go.
I would say
Defensive rating.
It's improving. I'm gonna give him a 1.
All right, I give him a 2.
Facts.
Okay, so we got 1 second here. We got a 1 and a 2. All right. C-Dog, what do you give him?
A 1.
Guillermo, what do you give him?
I give him a 2.
Isaiah?
4.
James?
3.
3. Ant?
On a rookie curve, I give him a 4.
Okay. Andy? 1. High Rise?
I give him a 4.
4. Mark?
Yo, I'm gonna give my man a 1, bro.
1. And I'm looking in the chat. I see 3, 5, 3, 1, 2.
I think somewhere like 2 or 3.
Yeah, I'll give him a 3 there.
Boy, got cancer feet.
So it looks like right now
Who doing that sound?
he's got an average of about a 2.
All right, cool.
All right, average of about a 2. All right, let's start talking about his. While I get the score up here, let's start talking about his
IQ,
leadership, character, attitude, all of that together. All right, leadership, character, attitude. Where you at with it, Nate?
15.
15.
There we go.
Okay. All right. Viv?
I give him a 12. A couple bonus points would help for mentoring Mitch Rob a little bit. So
Okay. Yep. C-Dog?
11.
11. Guillermo?
We on that wavelength.
I'm sorry, which
This is leadership, character, attitude, all that.
I give him 11.
11. Isaiah?
14.
14. James?
I give him a 13.
13. Ant?
12.
12. Andy's giving him 11. High Rise, what do you give him?
15. Strong 15.
15.
And the reason why is because he's the youngest member on the team, and to be asked to mentor somebody else already, that's pretty exceptional.
Yeah, I agree with you, definitely. Mark, what do you give him?
Since he's mentoring my man Mitch, he get a 15. I like that.
Okay. And Viv, what's it look like the chat's giving him right now?
Chat is somewhere around, at an average around 15, I'll say.
15?
Yeah.
All right.
Some people get, actually, yeah, around 15 I'll get.
Yeah, he got 5 points for that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
All right. So he's about a 13 in leadership, character, attitude.
Cool.
All right. Let's talk about basketball IQ.
Oh, shit.
Hey, watch it go, man.
Sorry. Sorry, that caught me off guard. Sorry.
Yeah, basketball IQ.
12.
All
right, Nate, let's go. What you on, Nate?
12.
12.
I got 10.
Viv got 10.
Yeah.
C-Dog?
16.
16. Ooh. All right.
Ooh, boy.
All right. Guillermo?
Basketball IQ?
Yeah, basketball IQ.
Straight 4, man.
4? Wow. 2 out.
Maybe in the beginning of the season.
4? Okay.
Bro, boy, don't pass.
Isaiah?
9.
Y'all like to be different, yeah.
James?
I'm gonna give him a 7. His IQ.
Tunnel vision.
7. Aunt G?
I'm gonna give him a 10, and it's improving every game.
10. Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go. Andy's giving him an 8. High Rise?
I gotta give him a 10. He's getting better.
Okay. And Mark got a devilish smile on his face. Oh no, that's frozen.
I'm gonna give him a 7. I'm gonna give him Guamo. I couldn't go that low with Guamo.
What you giving him?
But good job, Guamo. Good job. I'll give him a 7.
You give him a 7. All right. And what's it look like the chat's
I
giving
want to
him
be
right
nice
now?
to him because he's improving.
Chat's right around 10.
Right around 10. All right.
He's still tunnel vision though. Very much so.
All right. Well,
he had a bad start.
He's about 9. He's at a 9. And look, we're gonna be at it. Go back and look at this and see how much we've improved by the time we get to the end of the season. Remember, this is just the mid-season. All right,
this mid-season.
This is mid-season right now. All right, so he got about a 9 for his basketball IQ.
I thought I was bad. Guamo, you funny tonight, Guamo.
It's not bad. It's better than a 4.
Yeah, good plays, man.
Now let's look at his health. So far this season, how many games has he missed this season?
He missed
a lot of the ankle sprain.
Yeah, I think maybe like 5 or 6 games, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
He's played.
Oh, okay, Harriet.
Yeah, he's played 36 games.
Oh wow, I didn't know. I thought it was less.
Yeah, he's played 36 games, so that that should probably be pretty high.
Missed 7 games total.
Yeah. All right, so what are we looking at with health? Nate, where you at?
15.
15.
Same 15.
15. T-Dog.
17.
17. Guillermo.
16.
16. Isaiah.
17.
17. James.
17.
17. Ant.
15.
15. Andy's 15. High Rise.
17.
17. Mark, where you at, Mark?
14.
14. And what's the chat looking like?
It's around 15.
About 15.
Yeah.
All right.
Yo.
So he's at about 16, average of 16 for Kevin Knox.
Oh, this was funny tonight.
All right, and now the
I'm about
last
to make it
one.
more funny. I was bashing y'all, straight bashing y'all in the chat. I had to get on and see who was actually doing all the scoring.
Wait, you jet life? You jet life?
Huh?
You jet life in the chat?
Nah. I ain't jet life. Me and jet life were chatting though. Nah, me and jet life were chatting. But
all right, let's get on. Let's do the
it factor.
The it factor. We got a bonus points. It factor. Nate, what do you give him?
3.
3. Aviv.
I give him 3.
3. C-Dog. What was that?
3.
Guillermo.
Hit factor for Knox.
Yeah.
Out of 5, I give him a 3.
3. All right. Isaiah. 3. James.
I give him a 2.
2.
Yeah.
Ant.
Yeah, 3 is fair, especially when his shot is full.
3. Okay. Andy's 3. High Rise. What do you give him? 3.
3.
Mark.
I'm gonna be the big bad wolf too, because he still fades away, man.
All right.
Until you show me one of Kevin Knox games.
I got an average of 3 in the chat.
Average of 3 in the chat, so it's about a 3. We'll get. He's got an average of 3.
3s are too much though.
which is good. He still got room.
So he has a total of 55.
55.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next player.
I need
Let's go. Next player. Next player.
Total score.
Cancer.
55. What's his final grade? What's his final grade? I mean, I guess
55. Well, I don't know. Whatever Mitch Rob is a little bit higher than that. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's still, still.
We'll come back to it later. We'll come back to it later.
All right, yeah, we'll come back to it. We're gonna come back to Kevin Knox and look at it. Of course, based on regular grades, and maybe for these guys, we only do scores.
His defense brought him down.
Yeah,
that final grade is an F, but we'll come back to it.
Next one.
All right, next one. You want to Trey cancer?
Oh, let's do Zoe.
Sure.
All right, let's do Zoe. We're gonna do Alonzo.
Yo, don't
Trey.
even do Cantor. He getting traded.
Yeah, Cantor doesn't make that much sense to do him.
Okay.
All right. Because we don't know what's going to be.
And no one cares about it.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna do Alonzo Trey. All right. Alonzo Trey's offensive rating is 100.1. That's ranked 46th amongst rookies. His defensive rating is 110. It's ranked 63rd amongst rookies. Amongst our team in defensive rating, Alonzo Trier is 6th. In offensive rating, Alonzo Trier is ranked 13th behind Frank
so I thought so.
on our team. All right. So let's look at this offensive rating. Nate, what are you giving him?
I'm gonna say 10. I need to see more.
10. All right.
Yeah.
Viv.
10 for me.
C-Dog.
9.
9.
He's slipping.
Yep, he has been slipping lately. Guillermo.
I'll give him an 8.
8. Isaiah.
10.
10. James.
I give him an 11.
11. Aunt G.
I'll give him a 12. Early in the season, he was fantastic. So
12.
You got
All right. High Rise.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna piggyback 12.
12. And this is probably Mark trying to jump back in here. He might get left out of this one. What's the chat look like?
There's not many people responding, but I think they're saying around 13. Yeah.
About 13.
Yeah.
All right. 10 is average is about 10.
All right, so 10 overall, right?
Yeah. 10 overall. The Trey.
Now defense.
He's at his defense. Remember, his rating is 110. 63rd amongst rookies. Right now. All right. Nate.
I'm gonna say 8.
8.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to see more from him on the defense side.
Viv.
I give him a 3, and that's really mainly because the weak side blocks or the transition blocks.
Okay.
Whoa.
All right. C-Dog.
13. He's probably second on blocks in the team behind Mitch.
Okay.
That's not saying a lot.
Guillermo.
For defensive rating, Trier.
Yeah.
4.
All right.
3.
Looks like Isaiah is not there. James. Oh, there you
4.
Isaiah.
Isaiah's at 4.
All right. James.
This for Trey defensively?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him a 15 because he's in
What?
What are y'all watching?
He wants to play defense.
Hey, that's a score. And
that's cool.
I'm closer to him. I got him at a 10. I think you're underrating his defense a little bit.
okay. High Rise.
Yeah, I give him a 12.
12.
I think he does want to play defense, and he'll probably more than likely get better at it.
Okay.
As the season progresses.
And we got somebody new in the chat just joined us in the chat. What's going on, my man? Out of 20 points, what do you give Trey for his defense? Hello?
He said, hold on, I'll be back.
All right, well, we won't have a whole lot of time. So, and what's it look like the chat's giving them?
Are they a little generous? I see around like 11.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Divided by 9. All right, so his average is about 9.
If he didn't have the blocks, I wouldn't give him higher than a 5.
True. Average is about 9.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right. Leadership and character. Nate, it's on you. What do you give him? Leadership and character.
I'll give him a 15. He's been a solid player.
Okay.
Nope, doesn't complain.
15. Viv, what do you give him?
I give him a 12.
Give him a 12. All right.
Yeah.
She-Dog.
13.
13. Guillermo.
Character and leadership. Trier, I give him a 10.
10. Isaiah.
13.
13. James.
You give him my man Trey 20. Sure.
20.
Oh man, I thought Prince was in the chat.
Trey got that.
Made
dog.
sure his mama happy.
Trey got that dog in him for sure. You want players like Trey in New York. Not bugging.
All right. And
I got 12 only because he still pouts a little bit too much on the court. But I think 12 is good.
all right. High Rise, what do you got?
That chip on his shoulder is pretty big, man. I give him a 20.
Okay.
Man, what we watching a whole different game.
All right.
I guess.
And then
He brings that fire.
This chat really doesn't have much except it's like, I don't know, somewhere around 13.
13.
He faded away lately, but before he was.
All right. What about? All right. So he's about 14. Got an average of about 14 for leadership,
cool.
character, attitude.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's not bad for him. That's not bad for him. Next, we're looking at basketball IQ.
Okay.
All right. Where we at with basketball IQ, Nate?
I'm gonna give him a 7.
7. Viv?
Yeah, I give him a 7.
7. C-Dog?
12.
12. Guillermo?
I give him an 8.
8. Isaiah? 4. James?
I'm gonna give him a 9. He can improve.
9. Ant?
Yeah, I like 9. 9 is good.
9. High Rise?
A 20.
You know, 20 for basketball.
Yeah, I would go with a 9.
You gonna go with 9? All right.
No, yeah, I was saying out of 20. Yeah, I go with a 9.
Oh yeah, out of 20. Yeah. Then,
I ain't just throwing out 20s now. That ain't my cousin or nothing.
He ain't Prince.
I think the chat got around 8.
Around 8. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So he's about 8. He's about 8.
He need to pass out. He need to pass the ball.
All right, 8.
He needs to not do so much ISO.
All right. Health.
All right, so Alonzo Trier missed how many games?
He's missing
almost 11, right? He almost left for like 11 games.
Oh, he missed 6 games.
6.
Yeah, he missed some games.
So what did I give?
Not counting DMPs? Or he hasn't got DMP?
He didn't get DMPs.
No DMPs. Yeah.
DMP. So he missed 6 games, you said?
Yeah, 6 games, yeah.
Okay.
So right around the same as Knox.
Yeah. All right. So
15.
15.
I give him a 16.
16. C-Dog?
17.
17. Guillermo?
For health, yeah, 17's been healthy.
17. Isaiah?
17.
James?
So how many games does he miss? I'm sorry.
I think he did 6.
Same as Knox.
6. I'm gonna give him a 12 because he hasn't looked the same since he's been healthy.
So you think he's still hurt? You think he's still hurting?
Yeah, I hope that's it. I don't know what it is.
Okay,
that's fair.
All right.
I think teams are figuring him out.
All right,
that's cool.
Just hit
That's a cool opinion.
All right, next, come on, let's get going,
cool.
baby.
Ant?
17.
17.
Yes, sir.
And High Rise?
17. I'm going with 17.
17. What's the chat look like?
Chat looks like somewhere around
like 15, maybe.
15, yeah. Like there's some weird ones, but yeah, 15.
All right. Yep. So we're about 16 for him.
Yeah, that's cool. It factor.
Right. And now we're on to it factor.
2.
He got that.
You know what? Oh, someone said, yeah. Now, see, I think he has that.
I do too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think he has that it factor.
You kind of have
I need to see more in the closing games. I still haven't seen it at the end.
I don't know. I don't know. I think he could have it. I don't know if he will have it.
I say 2.
Ooh. Okay. I need to invite somebody to the channel, the video channel.
I got 1. I don't think it lasts that long.
Nate says
I don't think it's sustained.
Okay. You don't think he sustained it?
Yeah, I don't think he'll sustain it.
Yeah, he had a strong start.
Okay. C-Dog?
I give him a 3. Him and Knox, they both get that 3.
Okay. Guillermo?
Hit factor, I give him a 1.
1. Isaiah?
2.
James?
Give him a 6.
You give him a what? It's out of 5.
Nah, it only goes to 5.
5 plus 1. Nah, 5 though. You know this.
You gonna give him a 5? All right. Ant?
I'm with James, man. That's what makes Trey. He's a 5, man. That causes him to overachieve. It's the it factor.
Okay. And High Rise
He's
gave
tailed
him a
off
5.
lately.
And the chat's
around 4.
Round 4. All right.
Yeah.
He might be our highest. Let's get 3. He's around a 3. With the it factor. He's around a 3 with the it factor. Yeah. He's at 3.
So I have 60 total for Trier.
60. Okay.
Yeah, he's tied for the for third highest. He's tied with Tim Hardaway. I got Frank.
Vonleh might be our best player.
Yeah, Vonleh got 77.
Yeah, he's our best player.
I mean, he might be. He might be our best player though right now, at least.
I think he is.
Definitely.
No, Vonleh is.
Yeah, I mean.
Actually, how bad our team is. He only has a 1-year deal.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. All right. So now we got left. We got Cantor. We got C. Lee. We got Damyean Dotson. We got Luke Kornet and Lance.
Wait, what about Dotson?
We need to do Dotson and Kornet.
So we want to do
sure.
Dotson and Kornet. Leave it there.
Yeah.
Dotson.
All right,
I'm good with
Dotson and Kornet. All right, we're going to do Dotson and Kornet. So next, Damyean Dotson. All right, Damyean Dotson's defense. We'll stop the offensive rating. I want to jump to his defense too quick. It's offensive.
Damyean Dotson's awesome, man.
His offensive rating is 101.7. That's good for 334th in the league. His defensive rating is 108.1. It's good for 319th in the league. On our team, as far as defensive rating is concerned,
he's number 2.
Damyean Dotson is number 4, actually. Are we gonna do Mario Hezonja?
No, Hezonja.
You don't want to do Hezonja?
No, they're not.
Yeah, because there's no guarantee he'll be back with us.
Okay, so Damyean Dotson is number 4 behind Mario Hezonja, who's actually number 3. And then
make the numbers sound silly.
And an offensive rating, Damyean Dotson on our team is 101. He's ranked 11th on our team in offensive rating.
That makes sense.
All right. Again, in the league, he's 334th on offensive rating, 309th.
I got something to follow this.
All right. Let's go ahead. Damyean Dotson. Nate, what do you give him? Offensive side of the floor.
I'm gonna say 13 because I like his shooting percentage. He shoots a good percentage.
Okay. Viv?
I got 12.
You got 12.
Mm-hmm.
All right. C-Dog? 14.
Yeah.
Guillermo?
Sorry, for which one is this? What rating?
This is for offensive rating. For Damyean Dotson and just
Damyean Dotson.
You know, for a little bit of information about Damyean Dotson on the offensive side of the floor right now, he's averaging, as soon as it pops up on the screen, he's averaging 9.6 points per game, 3.7 rebounds per game.
He's been so inconsistent. He's getting used improperly, but I'll give him a 12, just some potential.
Okay.
What's the shooting percentage?
He shoots 43.6% from the field, 36.7% from 3.
Not bad.
Okay.
But he takes half his shots from 3, so it's
yeah.
Why.
So, Guillermo, what did you give him?
So I gave him a 12.
12. All right. Isaiah, what did you give him? What are you giving him?
11.
And James, what are you giving him?
Give him 13.
And
they need to feed him.
I'll give him a 12.
12. And High Rise?
Give him 12.
12. And what's it look like the chat's giving him?
No one's rating him in the chat.
No one's grading him in the chat?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll leave the chat out of this one then.
Actually, I would put 13. 13. I just got it right now. It's averaging around 13.
Okay, about 13.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's about 12. All right, he's at about 12. Defensive rating, 108.1. All right. One of the top defenders on our team, at least. Nate, what do you give him?
17.
17.
I love his defense, underrated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Viv, what do you give him?
I give him 15.
Yeah, I give him 15 too.
All right. Sea-Dog, what do you give him?
I hate 17 so much.
You said 17?
I like his.
Yeah. Okay. Guillermo, you said 15?
Yeah, I definitely give him 15.
Isaiah?
16.
16. James?
I'll give him 17.
17. Ant, what do you give him?
I give him a 15. He been slipping a little bit recently. Off ball.
15.
So I give him a 15.
All right. High Rise, what do you give him?
I'm going with 15. If he's ranked 108 out of 450 players, he's in the top echelon of the league, so he's definitely up there.
And looks like the chat
average around 15.
Average around 15. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
15. Right about. All right, so he's at about 16. His rating is about 16 for, or his score, 16 for defensive rating for Damyean Dotson. All right, now let's talk about his leadership and character.
I should just call it his character instead of leadership. 17.
17. All right, Nate, 17. All right,
I got 16.
16. Sea-Dog?
13.
13. Guillermo?
I give him 15.
15. Isaiah?
17.
17. James?
I'm giving Dot a 20. Dot overcame a lot. He overcame rape charges and all types of stuff. Dot is a 20.
Okay, all right, good point.
I mean, that's not based on his character. That's more like
he's a hard player.
That's cool.
He plays. He's a professional.
I can see 20.
Aunt G?
I'll give him 15.
15. High Rise?
I go with 17.
17.
And chat got 16.
Chat's about 16.
16.
All right. His average is about 16. Next, we are on basketball IQ. All right. Nate?
17.
17.
Smart guy.
Viv? What do you
I got 16.
16. C-Dog, what do you give him?
16.
16. Guillermo?
16.
16. Isaiah?
15.
15. James?
17.
17. Aunt G?
15.
15. And High Rise?
Sims. I rise.
I Rise. Okay, I got you. I Rise. I've been calling him High Rise. My bad.
High Rise sounds pretty cool too.
I will go with a 15.
15.
He still got room to grow.
Is that really your name? Is that really your name?
Yeah.
Chad is about 16.
Chad is about 16. Okay. All right. And yep, he's right there about 16. And right now it's looking like D-Dot is our highest scoring player.
Might have a number one.
That's
Free
ridiculous.
Dotson. Let them start.
And they're not even.
Yeah.
They want to start.
Like
Let
you
him
said,
start.
they're not using them right. He's not really being used correctly.
You should have stayed in the
We still
start.
got health, right? Yeah,
we still got health.
So.
Yep, we got health right now. So now we're on health.
He only missed 2 games due to injury.
2 games.
Yeah, he get a
19. 19, yeah.
That's a 19.
I got 19.
All right.
Definitely get a 19.
So everybody in chat agree on 19?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gambo, don't be the one that say no. Gambo got that fake. Gambo got that look.
Nah, so look, the guy's been healthy, right? I give him a 19.
Okay.
19 said
20. 20. I'll give him a 20. He's been healthy, right? I don't.
Yeah.
No, stick with
Oh, he missed 2 games due to injury. That's about it.
19 then. I'll give him a 19.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be good. Yeah.
Okay,
Now the it factor.
It factor.
I don't got it factor though.
1.
0.
His defensive ability gives him a 1.
I give him a 2 because I think he could be a top level system player.
Okay, so Nate gives him a 1. Viv,
He
what
can't
do you
carry
get?
it by himself.
None.
None. C0. 0. Guillermo.
0.
2.
For Damyean Dotson?
Yeah.
It factor.
Defensive ability, guys.
As a top level system guy, if you have him in the right system as an off ball shooter, he could be a beast, man.
3 and D.
So
And
Guillermo
play
gave him a
defense.
2, right? Guillermo gave him a 2, right?
He could be.
Yep, 2.
Yeah.
Isaiah, what do you give him?
0.
0. Aunt G, what do you give him?
He's not box office like Stephen A. Smith says, so I'm gonna give him a 0.
Yeah.
Who is box office on
Check out 1.
I rise.
I gotta give him a 2, man.
2. And
Chad
what's
is
I respect you, Iris.
Chad's around 2 actually.
around 2. All right.
I like that hat.
I mean, like I said, if I like the bro said, if he was in a system that catered to his abilities, I mean,
So
Just used properly.
I see him as a young Klay Thompson. He's in the right system.
So altogether, he's about a 1 altogether.
As far as
So Sam, what's his IQ?
He's about
poor man's.
Hey,
yo, chill.
Hold on. He's about a
Hold
1.
on.
His bonus is like a 1 altogether.
His bonus
I think
is
he's
1,
more
but total of 8.
Middleton than anything.
Hold up, Nate.
I can see Chris Middleton.
Yeah.
Yo, y'all stop. That's not, we going over the grades now. So
All right. So what's the total score?
total score is 80.
80.
Woo!
That's
Here we go.
crazy.
That's
He got
good.
passing grade.
There you
He
go.
just
He was
just
just hard
good at all
to play
categories.
Dotson more. That would make me happy.
If we didn't have Hardaway, Dotson would start.
There you go. So he gets a grade of a B. And I mean, you know
He
what?
can start over Hardaway.
I mean, let's be honest. He's been our most consistent player. Recently,
He's been
he's kind
solid.
of had a little bit of a slump recently. But for the most part, he's been our most consistent basketball player.
Sim, he would start if Hardaway wasn't on the team.
Very definitely, without a doubt.
All right.
Without a
No,
doubt.
He should be starting over Hardaway.
Okay. All right. So who are we on now? Luke,
Kornet.
right? Okay, Luke Kornet.
Big
All right.
Luke.
Luke Kornet, offensive rating 103.2. That's good for 300th in the league. Defensive rating is 111.5.
Yeah, I figured
That's good for 419th in the league.
Ugh.
All right, Luke Kornet. We'll take a quick rundown his averages really quick. If I can find them here.
There's not much. It's a low sample size, but I think he.
Yeah.
He's just barely started coming on.
Right, he averages 6.8 points per game, 2.6 rebounds per game. He's shooting 43% from the field, 42.1% from 3-point line.
That's not bad.
All right,
That's good for 17
KP
points.
numbers.
yeah. So those are his numbers. Nate,
I'm gonna give him a 10.
10. All right,
Yeah.
all right. Vic,
I got 8 on offense.
8. C-Dog,
10.
10.
Yeah, that's kind of high. But 10 is
Warmo,
Yeah, he came on at the end.
I give him an 8.
8. Isaiah,
9.
9. Aunt G,
Maybe I'm crazy. I'm giving him a 5. All he could do is shoot, and he could barely do that.
5, but he shoots good.
And
Every now and then.
not that.
Yeah, he's inconsistent.
We talk about Luke Kornet. Rise.
Yeah, I go with 9.
Go with
He don't
9.
have no other offensive skill.
And I don't see much happening in the chat with him.
That's around 11 average.
About 11.
Yeah.
All right. And so we're looking at. So right now we're at like 8.75, rounded up to a 9. So offensive, Luke Kornet has about a 9.
All right, cool.
All right, now defensive rating. His defense. What do you give? What's his defensive score? What do you score him?
He moves his feet well. He blocks shots. I'll give him a 2.
You give him a 2?
Yeah.
You got.
All right.
They say he moves his feet well, block shots.
Well, I mean, he does all right for a guy that's not very athletic. I mean, he's not.
I give him a 2, but I don't want to give him much props. I'll give him a 2.
C-Dog, what do you give him?
7.
7. Guillermo, what do you give him?
Gotta get stronger.
Which one is this again? Defensive? Yeah, it's definitely it's a 5.
5. All right.
Yes,
Isaiah?
4.
Give him a 4. Ant?
I give him a 3.
3. And I Rise. What do you give him?
Does a fart count? No, I'll give him a 5.
Give him a 5.
Man, me and Viv were hard on those. That guy.
Yo, Sim, I think you and Alright need to take a DNA test. Yeah, I can like him.
Yeah, that's my brother, man. That's my brother.
Nate said, that reminds me of Matumbo. I'll give him a 2.
Wow.
Hey, for a white guy, he moves his feet pretty well. I'll say that.
Oh, that's racist, Nate.
Hey,
Joe Eagles.
Hey, I'm Mexican.
All right. So what's the chat? So what's the chat look like?
Chat's around 5. 5 or 6, somewhere in there.
All right. So he's got an average of about 4.
Yeah, that's more like.
He just looks so better than Kendrick. That's the only thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
all right, cool.
20.
All right. So next we're on leadership, character, attitude, all that good stuff.
He's a good guy. I actually like him. He's a good guy.
I'll give him a solid 20.
I'm gonna give him a 22. I like Luke Kornet.
Nate's giving him a 20. All right.
If we're gonna give him 20, we gotta change some things. I'm gonna give him like a 13.
Viv giving him 13. All right.
And it's just because like he's good, but he's not like a leader in that type of way.
Yeah. I think he's a solid character guy.
Solid
we gave Vonleh like a 12. We killing him.
Yeah.
All right, C-Dog.
12 players down.
What do you want, C-Dog?
Our numbers do change.
15.
15.
What?
All right, cool. Yeah, I have him 15.
Guillermo?
Character, whatever the character thing. Give him a 10. He's not really the leader, but he doesn't have bad character.
I don't think we have any leaders on this team.
Okay.
Oh, none.
Not really.
All right.
He got his
Hardaway's a leader.
Isaiah, what do you give him?
leadership.
I personally like Luke Kornet. I'm gonna give him a 17.
All right.
All right, cool. Whatever.
Ant, what are you
He's
giving
a
him?
good guy, Ant.
I'll give him a 10 for character, a 0 for leadership. Ain't nobody on the team follow him. Come on now.
All right. And Rise, what are you giving him?
Wow. Not so much for leadership, but character. I would definitely give him a 17. He comes from good stock.
17. All right. Oh. And what's
I
the
like
chat look
Alright.
like?
He's a positive brother.
Somewhere around 13 or 14.
All right. I give him the benefit doubt to add. Give him 14.
Y'all gonna end up giving Kornet a higher grade than Hardaway, man.
Right.
So how much we value Hardaway?
What's wrong with that?
Yeah. You got it.
What did Kornet average to?
I got an average of 13.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's good.
Average of 13. Basketball IQ.
He's a smart guy. He's a smart guy.
Yeah.
He's one of the few 4-year players, I'll tell you that. So.
All right, so Nate, what are you giving him, Nate? Basketball
15.
IQ. 15.
Same.
15 for Viv. C-Dog?
16.
16. Guillermo?
16.
16?
He looked like He looked like he could be a doctor. I give him 16.
Yeah, he do.
Oh, actually,
What's for the NBA?
No, IQ.
IQ? Oh, hell no. For IQ, I give him like a 11.
Okay. Isaiah?
15.
15? 1-5?
Yes, sir.
All right, Ant?
He take too many 45-foot 3-pointers. I give him a 13.
13.
He's 7-1.
Tim Hardaway Jr. shoot him. Why can't he?
Right, and Rise,
That's his prerogative. That's what he does, man.
And he shoots 43%.
I was going to say, shooting at a better percentage.
42%.
Yeah, he should be shooting.
Yeah,
He's the best 3-point shooter.
Rise, what do you think?
You can shoot him from where you want to shoot him.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. What you giving him, Rise?
For IQ, 17.
17. And what's the chat look like?
The chat average is around 17.
17.
We got Tim Duncan on our hands, huh?
Yeah, he is smart. And he is smart.
We
got Luke Longley.
He did the Ivy League schools.
All right, so he has an average of 13 for basketball IQ.
He's efficient.
What's the average?
13. 13 for basketball IQ. Health.
I thought it was higher. All right, whatever. Cool health. By the way, I don't know if he didn't miss any games for injury, I don't think. Maybe in Westchester, I don't know. But
I think he's been pretty healthy.
Yeah, I don't think he's missed any
20.
games for Westchester.
20.
Yeah.
Get a 20.
All right, we'll give him a 20 because I don't think he's missed any
Man,
games.
he might be our third best player.
He might.
All right.
Hey, let him put up with
Hey, it is what
Let's
it
be
is,
real
man.
then. He ain't got no it factor.
Pepper, Dotson,
Let's be
find
real.
a point guard.
But there's no it factor.
Yeah, there's no it factor.
There's no it factor.
Yeah, that's the takeaway.
We gotta be real. There's no it factor there.
All right, so his total now is 59.
59.
That's crazy.
Oh well.
Yeah, grimy.
He's right where Hardaway is.
That's
Tyler
crazy.
Hardaway. Hey.
Hardaway is at 60.
Y'all gonna send
Okay,
10
next player.
No, that's it.
That's it. So his final grade is what? F?
Coaching. Oh, you forgot coaching.
Who? Kornet?
No,
Let's readjust some of these now.
All right.
Let's be honest.
So we're gonna readjust two.
Can we
let's
curve
look at
the
the
rookie?
rookies.
Mitch Robinson.
Let's give Mitch Robinson like a 10-point curve at least.
Okay.
He's at least as good as Kornet.
I think every rookie should have a curve.
I agree.
Maybe a second.
But like Mitch should have a little
He was
more.
off a whole year from basketball, so you got to remember that too.
And he's
he gets an extra.
Yeah.
Good point.
Mitch Robinson, he only had like 2 years of actual basketball experience. He didn't even start in high school. So
he gets like a double curve.
All right, so let's look at Mitch Robinson again.
He's at 45.
He was at 45.
Yeah.
Right.
So let's give him the 55.
His final score was 45. Jeez. Do you have the scores up there?
I have the scores up.
All right.
He was 7 in offense, 12 on defense.
He was 7 in offense,
12 in defense.
We could bump him up in defense a little.
Yeah, I say we bump him to 10 on offense because he does the pick and roll pretty well.
He was 7 on offense. He was 12 on defense.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's active on the boards too.
He was 6 in health.
What was he in leadership?
Crazy.
He was 12 in leadership and character.
12 in leadership.
Probably could bump it up to like 15.
Hold on. Before we do that, then we gotta just, and then 6 in IQ.
6 in IQ.
IQ, I'll leave at 6. I would move the offense probably up to 10. Health,
Yeah, and character I'd move up to like 17 or 15.
Health, I would put up to like.
What was his health?
6.
His health was 6. I just want to make sure I had the right grades over here. And his it factor?
2.
2.
Yeah, you can't get higher than that.
And
You could move his health up 2 and get him at a flat 50, I think.
And his total score was 45. Okay. All right. So we're gonna adjust this a little bit. So
we could move his offensive rating up to at least a 10.
Give him a 10 on offense, and then give him a 12 in character.
Nah, give him a 15 or 17 because we gave almost everybody else the same grade.
No. Like the highest character is 16, so we can't go that high.
Yeah. So what are we doing with the character?
Oh, sorry. Leave character at 12. Move his health up to 8.
health. Okay, we'll move his health up to 8.
So then I have a total of 50.
That works. That's good.
Yeah.
But then what I would also do
that's a 2K rating right there.
Yeah, but then what I would do is I would also move up. So if Mitch Robinson's offensive rating is 10, then I would make that like the baseline for the worst offensive rating on the team.
Right, then Mudiay has to be better than 12 if Mitch is a 10.
Yeah.
Right. So
where do you put Hardaway at?
Hardaway you leave at 12. I would put Mudiay at 12. I would put Frank at 10. And I would put Kornet at 10.
So
we should have a base of 1 through 5. I think that's better.
These grades are so bad.
And then what I would do is, I'm just toying around with something.
Well, anyway, I mean, I'm not gonna go back and look at everyone, but I get what you're saying though. So Mitch Robinson, though, we say his total score is about 50.
Yeah, let's say it's about 50.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it's still, it's still like an F grade, but I guess.
But that's for a rookie. That's not bad.
You know what I would do is I would put it on like a 50 to 90 scale. So it's like maybe it's not like
Yeah. So
it might be like a D or C.
Give him that D. D for diploma.
Yeah. You would say, if you put him on a 10-point scale, maybe he's at a D, right, for developing.
Yeah.
What about coach?
Yeah, that's really coach is more important.
Right. At like a D for developing. Kevin Knox kind of in the same boat, right?
Yeah, I think for Kevin Knox, maybe.
What was his offensive rating?
His offensive rating is fine. It's a 12. It's just the problem is his defense was 2. Now
that's about right.
Yeah.
Well, his defensive rating was what? A 2?
Yeah, 2.
I mean, he was close to the bottom of the league.
Just the mid.
What was his leadership and character?
13.
13.
Probably bumped that up to 17.
What was his basketball IQ?
It was 9, which is fair.
Oh, we could bump that up.
No, it's cool.
No, that's fine. That's
and
we leave it.
This only the mid grades. Why are we going so hard?
That's all right. What was the health?
Health was 16.
16.
It's just the problem is his defense is a 2, so that kind of really just like messed up things.
Yeah, and
what was it? If you look at it in the big picture, I would give Knox like a C overall. Mitch Robinson like a C minus.
A lot of these players got better recently.
Yeah, Mudiay somewhere around a C. Kornet's really like a C-ish, C minus. Just Burke somewhere C minus. I don't know.
I think Burke would get too high of a rating.
Trier somewhere around like a C. Tim C to C plus. I don't know, somewhere around there. Somewhere in C. Like they're all really C or C minus players. I mean, Dotson somewhere he could be like a
Dotson made a B.
Vonleh could be a B. Frank somewhere C minus somewhere like that, and then
I mean, adjusting Kevin Knox, I adjusted his stuff. I mean, it's still there, but obviously he's a rookie, right? So you're kind of grading him on a curve.
Yeah.
If he would play like he played in the beginning of the season, it'd be a different grade.
Yeah,
worse. He played really bad.
You kind of grade him on a curve. So you figure his 55 is probably around a 65 if you grade him on a curve. That's giving him like a D. Maybe he's moving up closer to a C or something like that.
He's improving.
If you get a chance, Viv, maybe while we're talking, if you could just maybe, if it's possible, if you have the scores, if you could average them all the player grades together.
Yeah, I'm gonna average. So did you change Knox or not?
Yeah, I changed him to like 55.
55, right? Oh, I have Knox at 55. Let me do it right now.
Yeah.
My average total is around 62.
Sim, are we gonna do coaching, or at least coach?
I'm about to jump into it, and we can do this quick. So.
Yeah,
coaching will be quick. So my average is 62, highest is 80, lowest is 50.
All right, so let me take these dummy grades out.
That's probably 2K ratings right there.
All right,
now,
so coach's grades.
Put the rest in perspective. Like I can do an average of the other numbers, like offense and whatever, just to give you a heads up.
Hey, Viv, put the 2K ratings in there. See how close we are.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going that far.
Okay.
Offense is 11. Defense is around 8, which makes sense. Health is around 16, which is fair. Character is around 13. IQ is around 11. Makes sense. A lot of kids. It factor, I don't care about it factor. So
okay.
You know.
Well, we'll come back to that as you do that. We'll talk about the coaches' grades real quick.
Yeah.
So I got 4 factors. 25 points for each factor equals 100 points. All right. Player development. What do we give them?
Okay. Out of 25 points.
And this can be a discussion for the group. You know, we can discuss it for about 30 seconds and then kind of come to a consensus. What do we give them out of 25 points?
I say 15.
What do we give them for player development?
I say somewhere around 15.
Yeah,
15.
it's incomplete still on some of the guys.
I'm gonna give him a 20 just based on Knox. Period. Knox has really developed throughout the year.
Well, I wouldn't go. Fair enough.
And Mudiay has played the best he's played in his whole career. So he got something.
So 15.
He's played in his whole career.
But we only have 10 wins.
But that's different. That's a different reason, though. That's a different.
Wins and losses don't count. I say 18.
I mean, when you think about it, Mitch wasn't supposed to produce at all this year. He's producing.
Then I would give it 17.
But that's more Mitch's potential. I don't think that's necessarily his development. I think that's just he was that kind of specimen.
So Nate, we give credit for Trier, we give credit for Vonleh, we give credit for Mudiay, and we'll give credit for whatever Knox did, and we'll give him credit for Mitchell Robinson. And then whatever happens with Frank in the second half, then he'll get credit for that. So right now it's around 17, in my opinion.
I will always go with what Viv said. So 17.
That's fair.
You guys,
17.
You guys think that's fair?
17.
I mean, 15. I really.
I want
about
20.
accurate.
I want 20, but I'll settle for 17.
He's not stabbed breads though. So.
It's 17 out of 25. So it just
For midterm, 17 is great.
Okay, 17 out of 25. That's about what? That's about a 78,
like
80.
C-.
About something like that. Okay. All right. All right, 17. Team management, right? So just managing the team. Who plays?
What are the factors on that?
Just team management. Playing time, managing the.
Well, I'll tell you this though,
stuff like that.
So the thing is, nobody's complaining. Is it like only Cantor is only Weiner? But if you take the rest of the players, people get DNPs. No one seems to complain. So
yeah,
we have
20.
We have to give him.
I'll give him a 23.
Yeah, I'll give him like a 22.
It'd be 25 if you benched Hardaway.
Out of 50,
I concur.
Out of 50, you have to take into account Hardaway. You have to take into account Cantor. You got to take into account the struggles with Trier, which I think is like an adjustment thing.
I think that's injury.
He's inconsistent with his players, man. He's inconsistent with players in terms of DNPs and pulling them out and discipline them. So I gotta give him like a 20, man.
Yeah, okay, 20 there.
So I'm gonna give him a 25 based on the age of the players. All that he's dealing with in New York. I mean, a bad team.
Yeah.
That takes a lot of, management. I mean, he's dealing with.
But he hasn't been able to sit Hardaway down. That's why he won't get 25.
Yeah, but he's trying to toe a fine line.
No philosophy, no imprint on the team. Yeah, no philosophy, no imprint.
We're gonna go on the philosophy, and that's a separate grade, though.
All right, so
20.
You know what, Sim?
What we going with?
My bad.
What are we going with? 20?
Yeah, 20.
All right. That's not bad. That's not bad.
No.
All right, it's not bad at all.
It's not.
Next year will be the
championship. He's doing something.
Look, I mean, he's trying on the other stuff too, like all the conditioning and all this other stuff. So I'll give 20's cool.
Okay.
They're in pretty good shape.
X's and O's.
See, this is the one.
5.
0.
Wow.
I don't think that's fair.
According to some people, we don't need a system. Just let them play.
Yeah, I don't know. The 19-point something assist is kind of pathetic.
Can we use an incomplete on this one? Because I really think it's more incomplete than anything.
It's more. Right now it's a 5. Yeah, it's a 5.
I'm gonna give him a 10, man. I think a 5 is a little low. That's.
Well, Guillermo gave him 0, so it would average to 5.
I'm joking. I give him a 5. I give him a 5. I was joking. I give him.
All right, so we'll give him like an 8.
5.
You give him a what?
Give him an 8.
An 8?
7.
Yeah.
7.
5.
No, it averages out to 8. 5, 7, 8, 10. They all average around.
We'll give him about an 8. We give him about an 8. Give him the benefit of the doubt that he's dealing with some young guys that
he's got a lot on his platter. There's no doubt about that.
I ain't gonna like this grade, man.
No, we'll work.
Well, it's indicative of our record.
Foundational, fundamental stuff.
What is it?
Kornet said had 33 wins.
Oh, teaching?
Yeah,
I'm giving him near
teaching,
like 20,
foundational, fundamental, fundamental stuff. That can include, just helping the guys become young men. Of course, teaching the fundamental skills on the court. Just building that.
We suck on defense. I can't say that.
I would put the fundamentals on X's and O's, and then separate that from the teaching part, because he's doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes of teaching.
Yeah, he's mentoring the men.
Getting these
you
kids
almost
to,
have to.
Yeah, he's getting these kids to do things like set up good habits, sleep schedule.
25, because none of them got in trouble with the law yet. So
Well, I mean, three people.
Nate, that's crazy.
I mean, NBA
no one shot themselves in the legs.
Well, no, I'm just saying, there hasn't been any players.
Like three of the players can't even drink yet. Come on, Nate. Like
no one got in trouble with the law yet. What are you trying to say?
Okay, how about this? How about this, guys? How about 17?
No. Come on, we got to get a little higher than that.
Nah,
20.
Wait, are we gonna ding him? Are we gonna ding him at all for the KP handle?
No.
I'm not saying it's bad or not. I'm just asking.
I would ding KP for that, but that's a separate issue.
I found 20.
20.
All right. So we're gonna go with 20, and just for those who are listening or those who watch it later on, we're taking the fundamentals and kind of mixing it in with the X's and O's instead of having it with the foundation.
Yeah, because it would be bad if it was just X's and O's. But he's doing an extra lot in the way of grooming young men. So
he's doing a lot there.
Right. Okay.
He's building those players up.
These young black men. Because the power.
Yeah, go ahead, say it. Okay. It's okay.
Okay. So foundational.
Don't forget Kornet.
We got 20.
Because the white.
Yeah.
Kornet. Kornet was brought up real good, though.
Okay.
From good stock.
You know what I'm thinking, though? I think like a couple of these things are like should be weighted a little more. Like his player development and foundation are the important things to me.
That's why they brought him as the player development.
Team management, X's and O's. I mean, it's important, but for this year, I feel like
I think they can be equal.
I mean, but it's still all part of. I mean,
they're all part of it.
It's still all part of coaching.
Look at it. They redrafted. All three of our rookies would be in the first round, and then Mudiay's had one of the best seasons of his career.
Yeah, but again, that's all. Again, we could probably redo that draft again in the second, right after the end of the season, and it might change. So it's hard to put much stock on that. So,
yeah,
but right now, I'm just saying. I mean,
what you saying? What?
Oh, like the redraft?
Oh no, I'm just saying. I mean, if you redraft the right now, those three Knick players would be in the first round. So I mean, that said something.
Yeah.
As far as development.
Yeah. Okay, what's the next thing?
All right, so anyway, so foundational is 20, and for those who are you can see it on the screen now. We took fundamental out of foundational. Is just foundational as far as teaching, building a foundation for the young guys to grow. What's the total score, Viv?
65.
That's about right.
Total score is 65. And that's really because the X's and O's are kind of low.
Yeah.
Right.
If he could do that, they're gonna be a better team.
So he's really like in reality, he's more like a C coach.
Yeah, it's probably like a C. If you grade down the curve, it's kind of.
I mean, he would give himself a C.
Yeah. He only 10 wins.
He'll probably give himself a C. He might give himself lower. You never know.
He might
give himself an F.
You never know.
But he admits it. Like he'll admit,
Yeah.
But I know, like when I do like my personal evaluation, I think player development, like for me, may have been like 50 points. Like to me, that's what I'm.
Sam, you forgot personality too. I mean, the way he's been handling every loss and all that. You watch his press conference.
Yeah, I think that comes under like the team management too.
Calm demeanor.
You know what, King Ant, I want to holler at you. That's the fact that his players love playing for him. I think that's like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the interviewers, they were asking him and they was questioning him, and he was like, "I love these players.
He's a likable guy. People like.
You know what I mean? Like
he's not like Kornet where people hated him.
Right. I think he's working with them. Yeah. And they want to work for him.
I think Fizz has caught a lot of slack this year because when you lose as much as you lose, you got to find somebody to blame.
I would say
for the most part, it's been a successful.
Okay.
When it comes to development,
we could throw some bonus. We could throw some bonus points in there for him.
He takes the onus on himself. He doesn't blame the players.
Right.
Relationship.
Right.
But you know what? But I'll say this though. You know what is really big though? I think what was big this year is that, as a whole, besides the stupid media, the Knicks fans know what this year was going to be.
Right.
Yeah,
We all knew what this year was going to be. So pretty much everybody gave Fizz a pass for the wins and losses.
So if you want to give some bonus points, I think a 70 is fair for Fizz.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
You know, about 5 bonus points for relationship.
I put 20. I got 22 in foundational, 22 in team management.
He's got 30% to make up to get the fundamentals.
I gave his X and O's 1 more point, so I gave him 9 points in X and O's.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
I think that's the only knock we have on him is his X's and O's. Really.
All right, let me get that down for you, Viv.
Right.
Yeah.
So you said you did what with the player development?
I got 17 in player development. I got 22 in team management.
Okay, so we're gonna.
I got 22 in the foundation.
22 in foundation.
And then 9 in X and O's.
Okay, and 9 in X and O's. That kind of gives them
70.
Takes them to a 70. And yeah, there we go. That's about
not too
right.
bad.
That's about right.
Yeah.
That's about right.
Yeah, I think him and the players would be pleased with that.
All right, so there you go, and yeah, I think he would probably agree with that.
I think him and the players would be pleased with that.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about the front office real quick, and let me take. I had a preset grade in there, not preset, but just kind of making sure that I had everything set to make sure to put the stuff in there. But anyway, they really didn't do too many moves in the first half of the season, right?
Which is perfect.
We
saved that money.
They waived Joakim Noah, right? October 13th, December 13th. They waived Ron Baker. They converted Alonzo Trier's contract from a 2-way contract to, a regular contract. They have assigned and recalled both Courtney Lee and Lou Kornet to and from the G League. There was some other ancillary moves.
They signed a Kadeem Allen to a 2-way today.
Okay.
Oh, really?
What do you give the front office right now?
The front office is really you can't really give them much of a grade, but if you want to judge them on you can't even do that either.
Gotta wait till the second half. If they trade
you gotta wait till the trade
players and get some draft picks.
Yeah, that's
just the way they've drafted so far has been.
I'm about to say the draft.
Wait, Sim, can we do it incomplete until February?
Yeah.
We should grade the front office after the trade.
Well, then how do we come up with a final grade if we give them an incomplete?
No, I think we can grade them now. I mean, when you look at the draft.
I mean, we just grade them for what they've done so far. I mean, there hasn't been much to do.
Okay, so if you look at it up to date, so including the 2018 offseason, you look at the draft, I give them like they get an A in the draft. They get.
I'm about to say they get an A then. Then
you got the Hazonia signing, which is in Vonleh. I would give them around an A- for that.
They gave Kornet a contract. They gave
career thing.
Contract.
The Noah thing is
I give him a B-, kind of the product on the court is just not good. I mean, I understand what you mean, and I agree. There are a lot of parts that got to be traded, but let's be honest. The only good things they really done is a draft, getting rid of Noah.
Yeah, but I think the product on the court is more a limitation of what the roster was before.
Well, they haven't taken on bad contracts either.
Yeah. The only questionable thing
is whether they deserve up to this point, probably around a B.
I give him a B.
I give him a B plus.
What is this? What schools are they from?
I was really looking at from the beginning of the season till now. Not what happened leading up to the season.
Then you can't. It's really more an incomplete. Then the only real transaction they did is just the Trier contract. Now the Trier contract is a smart contract because it has a team option in it.
Right.
But their great starts in the off season because of that's where most of the transactions are made. I
know, but what I'm saying, we did something that's kind of like semesters. You know what I mean? Like the off season is done. They got a grade for the off season. And then, as the season.
So then we'll just include them ditching Noah into the first semester.
Right. Now, but that was kind of during, just before the season.
Yeah, but we would have given the grade probably before training camp.
I won't give him a B because the KP situation kind of bothers me.
That's not even a real situation, man.
Well, no, but the fact is they won't come out and say anything about it. We don't hear anything about it.
They shouldn't.
They should say something.
No, they're better off saying nothing. They're better off saying nothing because they're not good at talking, so they're better off saying nothing.
Do you know who's saying this stuff? It's Mark Furman all those.
Well, I get that, but I would just want to hear maybe if anything. Okay, KP's our guy. We stand by him.
They said that
come out
before.
and say it.
Fizz is gotta
Fan
be on
base,
that.
at least. I don't care what the media says. I'm talking about the fan base. At least reassure us that hey, you're gonna do everything in your power to re-sign KP.
Nate,
That's
they
not
already
good.
said that.
They've said that.
So,
They said
all right,
he's a cornerstone.
so what do
Listen,
we- so what
I
do we
would go.
on
I
here?
would go around B plus ish for the front office. I think.
Yo, what's the
somewhere, something
Sim,
like
what's the score? Is it a score from 1 to 20?
No, there's no score.
no,
We're just kind of, we're just looking at what's
I
been
go.
done.
I go what Viv says.
I go B
If
plus.
they trade Hardaway, it's an A plus.
But again, up to now, I give him a B plus. I liked what they did with
Hey,
Trier,
I'm with it.
and I see the pluses and minuses in Noah thing. So
Yeah, they drafted well and they didn't take on bad contracts. I mean, hell, that's
All right.
I think we
good
paid
for
too
Knick
much for
management.
And then
I think
also,
we paid too much for Hardaway.
and then also to just be patient, right? They had a chance. They could have tried to jump on Jimmy Butler and do some things.
they could
They
have.
trust the
sticking to their
process.
guns, yeah.
They trust. They have a plan of what they're going to do.
Yeah, for sticking to their guns. Yeah,
They could have.
Exactly.
They could have fell for the Butler trap or something like that. So
Right.
they didn't.
And give Dolan an A for staying the hell out of the whole thing.
Hey, we're not talking
Dolan.
Dolan.
Dolan got to get an
Wait,
A.
hold on.
Yeah, he gets an A.
Viv, I will say this, and I will say this to every Knicks fan: don't pray for rain and be mad about the mud. People that always want to get rid of James Dolan, they act like they ain't nobody worse than him. There's people worse than James Dolan.
Donald Sterling.
He's been. Well, he can't be. He's not bad. But
He's not here anymore. So
he's been doing. To me personally, besides the whole Oakley thing, he's been doing a great job. He's staying out the way. And when it comes to us paying these players, he's going to open up that checkbook. Yeah, I just know that.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
He's going to follow what they say.
But are we grading? Are we grading the owner?
And that's why I give him a.
Yeah.
I don't think we should grade the owner though, because the owner is not really relevant in this whole process.
Yeah. So
Let's
for the
get our fan base.
so for the front office, we got a B plus. We got a B plus for the front office. Now let's take and look at just some final, just add it up. All right, we got players grades. Players grade. I'm not Viv. What did you get as the final? Just like the final score for the players?
The final average is around a 62.
62. So
weighted adjusted, say it's around like a C.
Okay. All right. So adjusted is about a C. All right, we'll take that.
That's high.
No, it's fair.
You think that's high?
That's fair. That's
I think
fair.
that's
It's a little high, but
No, I think it's fair.
I look more at the wins and losses.
Nate, you're not. Nate, take away wins and losses.
But you're graded by wins and losses.
No, you're not.
Doesn't matter.
Not this year, dude.
Not in every instance. Yeah.
Not in every instance.
Yeah. Right. So I think that's
in most
fair.
instances, yeah, but not every.
But we've been competitive in a lot of games, guys. We just haven't closed them out.
That's good. That's the point, though.
Okay, wait, hold on. Nate, do you want to win this year? To be honest with you. Like,
I want to win all the time, man. What are you talking about? I want to win all the time. I'm tired of losing every year. I'm tired of being
all right.
the talk of the butt of everybody's jokes. I want to win.
It's not a fast race.
I don't care. I want to win, guys.
Right.
I want to win.
Okay,
we're gonna win, but you can't win without developing players. You can't win without cultivating a winning culture.
You thought the Warriors were winning in 2010?
They're terrible.
They were terrible. Exactly. They were getting booed.
Anyways,
all right.
Yes, anyways, I say C, right?
Anyways, yeah. So C is about fair. The coach's grade we just gave coach a C.
Yeah.
Right. We just gave coach a C, so we'll go ahead and add that in there. C for Coach Fizdale. And then for the front office, we gave the front office a B plus.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
All right.
Okay, so that averages out. Everything averages out to what?
Great. It could average to a C plus, but I would put more weight on what the coaching and the players do more in the front office in this perspective. So I was still giving them weighted around C. Yeah, I don't put much weight to the front office. This particular.
I agree. I think we're somewhere around a C. Yeah, somewhere around a C. For the final grade, for the final team grade. So for the final team grade, we have a C.
Woohoo! We passed.
That's just the midterm.
That's an A plus.
So
there's your win.
Just mid-season.
This is the final thing, right?
Yeah.
Like we could be like the Chicago Bulls bad, and we could just lose a ton of games and just get blown out all the time. What we've not been blown out a lot every single game.
Like I said, we've been competitive. Exactly.
Right. We've been competitive. We've had a few games where, we were in it for like a couple quarters, and all it took was a couple minutes and just ruined everything.
Unraveled, yeah.
But if you also look at the games that got blown out, we came back the next game and competed.
Right. So that's why you don't give him like an F. Like, you're not going to give him like a D or an F because we didn't like just quit. The Bulls quit. The Bulls don't care when they're on the floor for a while.
Yeah, they really do. Sim, I don't know. Well, I'm gonna just say we're going to do our final thoughts. My final thought is, there wasn't a lot of expectation this year for the Knicks, and a lot of people knew that. For what the four of us had to inherit from the Phil Jackson era, they've been doing a great job. I know we get on Fez a lot, but he's been doing a great job. These players can only do so much with their talent. But we still have a lot of things coming our way. We have Knox developing, Mitch coming back, KP coming back. Like Viv said, I'd rather be this than Chicago bad, and I'd rather be this than what the Nets are doing. And they're just, they're aiming to be mediocre. Not to diss them, but they're being mediocre. So
either want to be really good and bad, or bad and good.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, Nate. You're either going to be really bad or be mediocre, like the Nets and the Blazers and stuff. But
I agree.
Where we're going, I feel like we're going the right direction. And I'm proud of what the Knicks are doing so far, even though it hasn't been the best. But for what we wanted, my final grade is this: ZION, and that's it.
Right. Well, anyway, let me ask you guys a question.
Zion Williams, baby.
Yeah.
Cam Reddish, man.
So let me ask you guys a question. All right. So we went through the process. We graded everybody except for like maybe 3 players. Was it too long of a process?
Yeah, because we had 12 people in the chat.
I think the Mudiay and Frank kind of drew it out.
Yeah, it kind of was a Team Frank, Team Mudiay.
Kind of went through pretty, efficiently.
Yeah.
I liked it. I thought it was good.
Plus, you gotta like mute people.
Instead of, I'm sorry, but the crackhead Prince can't come on here.
Have like a speed
round. Don't. You can't diss Prince like that. He's got his opinion, man. Just like you do.
You knew that. You knew that Prince was gonna come with that. He's been the biggest fan of Mudiay all season.
It's not about the opinion, more or less. It's more about just like the going on and on about all this other stuff. We gotta control.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised nobody
Prince goes on his opinion. He just goes on with it.
Honestly,
I'm surprised nobody said anything about me lowballing Frank.
But no, I think what happened is the criteria we used, it gave more value to all around players. So Frank, clearly is not having a better year than Mudiay this year, right? But because he was more average on both offense and defense, and Mudiay was more lopsided, so people getting upset about grades and like Dotson being at 80. That's just the way to.
But Dotson's been playing consistently all season.
Dotson. I mean, to be honest with you, Dotson. The 2 highest grades were Dotson and Vonleh. They've been, in my opinion, 2
players.
I mean, in my opinion, they've been our best 2-way players all season long, and our most consistent players all year long. I don't feel bad about them having the highest scores.
Sim, I got a question for you.
I don't think Frank should be close to Mudiay this year, though. Frank has been terrible, and that's my guy.
Sim,
I got a question for you.
Yeah,
he hasn't been great defensively either, though.
Ntilikina, okay, you said Ntilikina was 9th worst on our team.
It's looked that way.
In defense,
no, he hasn't. He had a couple of his way we got blown by,
because they consider
he plays with bad players. Come on,
come on, man. He's playing on the bench half the time. They're all terrible defenders.
Frank has been very inconsistent defensively this year. He's
I don't believe
he has not been able to.
He's the second best defender on the team behind Dotson.
He has not been able to stay in front of faster, quicker, smaller guards. He hasn't been able to this year
because that's the league is adjusted to him on defense.
Dude, he's got blown by a couple of times in a game, but that happens.
Not more than a couple.
I mean, he's had.
No. Did you see that steal he made on that pass he made on that dunk?
I'm not talking about singular plays. I'm talking about in general.
My thing is,
last year he was a better defender.
Because the league is adjusted. They have a scouting report on him now.
Because last year he didn't have the pressure of trying to adjust his offense to catch up with his defense. This year he's been trying to balance the two, and it's taken from his defense.
That's true.
And
He's still not
and he's trying to compensate for the fact that he bulked up in the summer.
I'm sorry.
It's always like mechanics are kind of off a little bit.
When you play with bad players,
he's got to work on this.
One second.
He did bulk up too.
Yeah.
He did bulk up.
Yeah, and sometimes that bulking up can slow you down.
Yeah, it usually does.
It can slow you down until you get strong enough to be able to handle.
And then you readjust. Yeah.
But you notice one thing about Frank. I'll say this is that. But you notice one thing about Frank, and I'll say this, is that he played really good defense last year, but he also got a lot of fouls. This year he's turned his fouls down. He's not getting as many fouls. Yeah, so he's not playing as aggressive.
I think Frank got that high grade on defense over reputation, honestly, because this year the numbers show he hasn't been as good.
Because he's not that he's not playing that aggressive because he's trying to keep his fouls down.
I don't think he was 16 out of 20 good on defense.
No, but the reason he's not, it's good, but it's not as good because he's getting killed in a pick and roll, which makes sense. He's getting killed off the ball, which also makes sense.
Right, so that's not 16 out of 20 on defense. That's weighted based on his reputation.
There's not 9 players.
It's also weighted based on what we gave the rest.
Wait, that's a question.
But also, I think you got to look at, like I think people are saying you got to look at who's playing with who. And that goes to Mudiay.
Exactly.
I think that people kind of weighted Mudiay offensively a little bit lower than he deserved to be, in my opinion, right? And that would have obviously helped him. Helped his scoring a little bit better. I think that they rate him a little bit worse. He's shooting and playing the best that he has played offensively in his career as far as scoring, field goal percentage. He's doing the best that he's done in his entire career.
He's shooting the highest percentage of the team.
So I think people, kind of rated him low in that regard. You know what I'm saying?
I think people just hate Frank and people just hate Mudiay.
Between the two,
I used to hate Mudiay, and then I'm not gonna lie, I was team Mudiay for a while. Yeah. But then I started really paying attention, and you could see, like, if you love basketball, you can see when somebody's working on the fundamental things that make them a more integral part of the team, and it started showing.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, he's just been better than Frank this year.
Yeah,
not saying I'd rather have him
because he's also had more minutes too, and he's played more than Frank.
There's a reason why he's played more.
But I think to Ant's point, I think it is a reason, and it's because of the amount of work coach has been putting in on Mudiay. He wants to show.
But here's the thing: Frank was not a coach, not a player for Fizdale. Fizdale had no ties to Frank.
He had no ties to Mudiay either.
But he mentioned Mudiay in his press conference. So Mudiay, we're going to get you right.
Doesn't mean anything.
That's what he told him.
Well, that doesn't mean anything.
But he singled him out, is what I'm saying.
But here's one of the funny things about it.
Win too.
But here's one of the funny things about it, though, is like if you look at our 10 wins, Frank plays like 30 minutes. The people get that correlation.
The team is better with Frank at the
what you're not realizing is that
but Frank has had multiple terrible games on both sides of the ball. And that's my guy. Like, if you ask me right now who I'd rather keep,
I agree with you. I agree with you.
That he hasn't been as good as Mudiay this year.
Yeah, we call it sophomore.
No, but defensively, Frank's been better than Mudiay because Mudiay is one of the worst.
It's a sophomore
slump. It's not far from one of the worst.
Hey, do we have 9 players that play better defense than Frank? 9 players?
No, we don't.
But that's not saying much, though. I'm not saying, listen. Frank should be an elite defender. I'm not saying he won't be. I'm just saying, for the first half of this year, has not been great defensively. He hasn't been.
It's very obvious.
He's been jerked around more than any player on our team.
This front office does not believe in Frank.
Yes.
No.
They don't believe in him.
You're forgetting expected regression. This is expected regression for second-year players. Look at all the second-year players, and you see something dipped, right? You expected someone to be like elite on one end, and they're not. You look at someone to be elite, attacking the paint, attacking the rim, and they're not.
But Frank's not going to get better if he gets DNP'd all the time.
My point is this, though. You're still talking about a 20-year-old at the end of the day.
Right.
And, the 20-year-old...
Yeah, but I don't feel like this front office has as much patience with a 20-year-old.
No, but Nick, I think you're making an argument.
I think they do actually. I think the trouble that they're giving him, I think is based off of their expectations for him.
Exactly.
Not that they expect him to do it
But
now, but they're trying
that
to.
doesn't help his confidence. That's the problem. That's what I'm trying to say.
No,
is that Frank, when he's a moody player, you know, when he's playing well, he's playing well. When people bench him and sit him down, I mean, that's the same thing Hornacek did.
We can't give him sympathy points. He still hasn't been good. So I can't give him more points because I feel bad for him. That's not fair.
No, I'm not saying I feel bad for him. I'm just saying. I mean, he hasn't given the fair opportunity. I really don't.
But I think his fair opportunity.
When you have a lot of kids that are looking for opportunities.
His fair opportunity year was last year.
Oh no, was it?
Which was bullshit.
No. When they came, I'm not saying he's not gonna get something this year, but I'm saying based off of
at all, man.
All right, fellas,
but now he's getting played.
All right, guys, we've been on for like 4 hours, so I'm about to head off. We've been on since
all I'm
like
gonna say
9
is
o'clock.
Frank.
And look, but, we're gonna do this again at the end of the season. You know, maybe the system will be defined a little bit better, right?
Yeah.
So we can
that
get
was
some.
good. I liked it.
So we can make sure we get good, accurate scores.
Yeah.
I think we still got 100 and whatever people. I mean, we only had like 130 something jump on.
Sim, I wanted your grades. I wanted you to put your input in there.
I mean, I want this to be, this is what the fans think about it. You know what I mean?
Hey, you're a fan.
Hey, Sim, you know what's
but you know,
can I say something to you real quick, Sim?
What's up?
If you ever have no content, you have nothing to say, all you have to say is Frank. And I promise you, we will get a 3-hour show out of Frank.
Frank and Mudiay, you'll get 3 hours of that.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, fellas, I'm out of here, man. And Wednesday night, even though the game is going to be early, I won't be on until 10:30 still. All right. Or Thursday night. I won't be
Thursday
on
night. Yeah, I say Wednesday.
Yeah. All right. You guys have a good rest of your week, man. It's been a great time. 4 hours we've been on doing this. It's been a great time.
Man, that's a record.
Everybody that stayed on.
Thanks for having me, nothing but Knick family.
I appreciate you.
You part of the family too,
Yeah, no doubt.
All the love in the chat.
Yeah, everybody that stayed on with us, man, we definitely appreciate you.
I thought so.
We appreciate you guys staying on. You stayed up with us. And went through this whole process with us, and we had a fun time. Some of the scores may be off, maybe some aren't, whatever. it don't really matter because they don't care what we think.
Hey, we got 10 wins, man. It all makes sense.
So,
hey, just know Prince, he be smoking that grade A.
Man, leave Prince alone. Leave my man alone. Leave Prince alone, man.
Prince was giving out 20.
He got his own.
Well, you knew he was. Come on.
Man, get out of here. I'm out, man. We will catch y'all later. Peace.